Ladies and gentlemen, it's Thursday night, and you know what that means. It is Wrestling with Knuckleheads, and as always, your boy Toe Tags and the man with the plan, Lay, is in the building. What's going on, Lay? How's everything with you, brother?
Nothing much, man. Just chilling, man. Enjoying myself. Being out of work.
I hear you, man. I hear you. Sometimes being home is what you need, because I know for a fact work kill you, man.
Absolutely.
It's like that shit. You know how many people they retire from work and then they gone like a year later?
Mm-hmm.
That motherfuckers, they take your soul, brother. So
Absolutely.
sometimes you gotta just enjoy it, while you can.
Agreed.
But yeah, yo, did you catch Dynamite last night?
I did.
What did you think of the Red Dragons and the Lucha Express?
I don't know, man. It was I don't know.
Not the Lucha.
It made the Red Dragons not seem like contenders at all.
Okay, I wasn't the only one that saw that. Okay.
No, not at all. No, I saw it. I was like, they don't look viable at all, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm sitting here and I'm like, yo, not for nothing. This kind of feels like a WWE type situation where the Good Brothers was New Japan Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions. They come to WWE and they're jokes.
Mm-hmm. You know
Like, I don't know.
I don't know what they're going for, but yeah, it's weird. It was weird. I mean, the ending of the show was definitely WWE.
Yes.
I was like, wait, what? But yeah, we'll get to that when we get to that.
No, for real. I was to be honest with you, when I saw the dude, I was like, that's a big motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but then again, that was mad WWE. The match though with
Yes.
Samoa Joe and Homeboy, Suzuki literally painted Samoa Joe purple.
Mm-hmm.
Samoa Joe was purple after the end of that match.
Absolutely. Agreed.
I'm like, now you want to prove you're tough. That's how you fucking do it.
Jesus Christ. The ending was a little something, was a little strange, but the match was definitely exactly what I thought it would be. And then I know I read somewhere somebody was like, oh, that's not what I expected. I was like, yo, have you ever seen a Suzuki match? That's exactly what you got.
Yeah.
But I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, I haven't seen many Suzuki matches, but all the ones I've seen were that.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, let's see who's gonna be the bitch first.
Yeah, let's see who blink, yeah.
Yeah, and yo, my man just got chopped and turned around and said, yeah, yeah. Like, look, this motherfucker chopped me. Good. About time somebody fucking chopped me. I've been waiting all fucking year for a chop like this. But yeah, Pimp, what's up, Pimp,
What's up,
man? Pimp in the building. He goes, what's up, guys? That ROH television title match was great last night, but the ending with the 2.0 Great Khali coming out, shaking my head.
Yeah, we're literally just finished saying that on some, like, that reeked of WWE.
Yeah.
That reeked of WWE ruthless aggression era.
Yeah. it did. I remember the Great Khali came out to fuck up Undertaker.
I was like,
remember that?
Yeah, I was like, I can't move at all.
Yeah, nah. It's funny. What was he, the first indie athlete to be signed by the NBA?
Yeah, the NBA, yeah, I believe so. Yeah, I believe so.
Because that's what Tony Schiavone said. He was. Oh yeah, they were like, he's an ex NWA player, or some shit like that. I'm like, no wonder he got into wrestling, because my man, you run up and down that court once, you die. I'm sorry, brother, but it kind of. This is what I was talking about on Monday or last week, when AEW first started. That first year, they came out with a bang, and I was like, "This is wrestling."
Yes,
this is wrestling. Every single match on the card meant something to someone. They wrestled like they meant something. NBA player, what's up, Harris?
No, Harris.
You know, like the stories weren't like fucking novella type, but it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, the wrestling is what we came to see, and it brought back my childhood, and then after the pandemic, it slowly went into the TV show realm of entertainment, you
Yeah,
know? And
yeah,
you can't help it when you have mad NXT guys or the ex WWE guys and probably people you signed in the back to produce shit. That's all they know, you know?
yep,
Because it literally went from if you put Ring of Honor on TV with a good production, that's what we saw in the first year of AEW.
yeah,
And now it's like, well, whoever ran WCW before Vince Russo and in between Eric Bischoff and Vince Russo, this is what we got here. You know, this is what we got here. Well, that too, Harris. I'm glad they're giving Jay Lethal something to do because they're making him seem important. Not a lot of wrestlers that came in after that initial wave of NXT guys are important unless they
yeah.
go straight for the title, which Adam Cole did. What's going on, Flocka?
Sorry, Flacco. Mm-hmm.
You know, and
I agree.
yeah, it kind of makes me wonder. Is like a lot of this was happening once Tony Khan took over all the bookings. Like they had the Young Bucks and Cody Rhodes stepped back from writing the stories, and he took over, and now he
Yeah,
does it solely by himself.
yeah.
What's going on, show?
Yeah.
Oh, my man's dancing. My
Right.
man is
My
dancing,
bad. I don't know why this
prancing,
fucking music
and
ain't stopped.
romancing. We
I'm
don't
hearing the music and y'all together.
I don't know
We
why
don't
you're
hit-
streaming, but okay.
Yeah, we don't hear the music. You good?
Yeah, but I do. Hold on, let me try to turn that shit off. What's up, guys?
Chilling, man. Chilling like a villain on penicillin with a Mac 11. Just wait for 7. You know how we do.
I'm glad to hear it, bro. I'm glad, man. I wanted to surprise you at least be early.
Nah, I hear you. I hear you. And Gigi will be on tonight. You know, she's doing mommy things like normal. So, but yeah, I just so happen to like, you know how we said that Tony Khan is a more of a fan than anything else.
Absolutely correct.
It's almost like he's trying to bring up the old storytelling, but that old storytelling is the like attitude era or ruthless aggression era.
Absolutely correct. Yep.
And you know, those stories are told once and they're all right. After a while, it's like, all right, bro, you know,
Mhm.
we get what movie you reference all the time. you know,
Absolutely correct. Yes.
you know,
100%. Like, yo, we seen this already.
yeah, you know,
Right.
not for nothing. The story of Jay Lethal and Samoa Joe is strong enough with just, I needed you, you weren't there, and Samoa Joe going, well, fuck you anyway.
Yeah.
And then you see like Jay Lethal may be the bad guy, but you see him like trying to get the respect of Joe, and Joe's like, well, fuck you anyway. And then they earn each other's respect in a match.
Oh, the funny part is you can do the whole thing like, listen, I taught you a certain amount, and I figure you learn the rest your own. You know, you get your real world experience. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
that's I think he's trying to get a streaming deal, possibly something like HBO for ROH, so you can go that extra mile and do certain things. But I'd be
What
the
up, bro?
problem. So, bro,
Yeah.
So I think that's where ROH is trying. They're trying to get like a streaming thing. You know.
Yeah, I heard something about that, and HBO would be crazy.
Because
Is
that'd be the first time you get like a cable, like a legit, powerful cable company. They're also like, yo, we got you guys.
Yo, and not for nothing, fucking HBO, their production value is crazy because the boxing, like, is second to none. I used to love watching HBO boxing every Saturday night.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they stopped that shit, it's like, damn, we gotta watch Showtime now.
It
was
funny.
like-
The other day I was like, I was watching Showtime just randomly, and I was like, oh, this is ass.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the format and everything they do. I was like, this is just pure trash. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was weird. I was like, when I was younger, I used to watch Showtime. It was one of the premier channels all the time. Not anymore.
Nope.
Mm-hmm. You was watching Showtime after 12, huh? Woo! It got real funky after 12 o'clock.
You mean HBO did?
Oh shit! You see, you know too much.
talk-
That was a fucking test.
You
Got
you're talking about Skinamax.
you a fool.
That's what you talking about. You talking about that Skinamax. That was Cinemax after 12. Shit. I ain't gonna lie, that was my shit.
They had their soft coordinates.
Yeah. where them fucking was just like doing dancing topless. They were literally just they literally did the mambo.
That's a massage on them massaging each other.
Yeah. See, when a man and a woman love each other. Shit, but yeah, man. That tag team match, even though it was good, the Jurassic Express and the Red Dragon,
it really didn't make.
It did no favors.
Red Dragon look like they're formidable, or like they're contenders.
Yeah, because not for nothing, I remember them wrestling the Authors of Pain and even FTR in NXT, and those are fucking phenomenal matches, man.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly thought going into this match, like going into AEW, these guys would be a top tag team. They don't have to beat Jurassic Express, but don't look like a bunch of idiots. They look like patsies right now. They look like if they went to the main roster on Raw.
Yep. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? With the history they have and the pedigree and everything they've accomplished, you're like, really? I mean, for the love of God, Kyle O'Reilly was getting a main event push at NXT for the title.
Yeah.
Just remember that. You know what I'm saying? And he's in the Owen Hart Classic.
Yeah.
I forgot who he's wrestling, but he's in it.
The only match I think they actually announced, like in the brackets, is Tony Storm and the one that's with
they announced Kyle O'Reilly versus somebody. I just forget who it is.
Like in the bracket, or is it a qualifying match?
Qualifying match. I'm sorry, but it's still they announced him against somebody.
Yeah. Shit, I gotta look that up. But yeah, man. All right. Real quick before we go on to the rest of the AEW Dynamite show, because that's the only wrestling show we got during the week. They're having a Texas Death Match on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
You fool! A Texas Death Match on Friday, and then Saturday Battle for the Belts.
Mm-hmm.
Why wouldn't you have your title be defended on Battle for the Belts?
That's exactly what I'm thinking, bro.
Like, I know you need viewers for Rampage, but you literally named an event Battle for the Belts, and that world title has not been on that shit once. I think it was just a woman. It should be called Women Battling for Their Belt.
Battle for some belts.
Yeah.
Battle for some belts. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's a weird setup, especially like if you would have put Battle on the belts the next weekend or 2 weekends down, then I would understood. But one after the other, I'm like,
yeah.
I understand you want to lock up that weekend, but not too many people are that committed.
Nah, and that's this is Easter weekend. Yo, Samoa Joe and Keith Lee in a tag team.
Yes.
That would be crazy.
It's funny. Him and Strickland look great together. You know, you can tell they tagged together before.
What up, Cavs?
Smooth, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but even better, Samoa Joe and Keith Lee in a match.
Absolutely, yeah. It's gonna happen eventually. It's down the line.
Yeah,
they're gonna do that.
I can see Keith Lee going for that TV title. Yeah, man. Let's book. Yo.
It's kind of ironic that ROH has a TV title and they don't have a TV deal.
Yeah, it's true.
You got to see the irony in that. You have a TV title. You don't have a TV deal. What the fuck?
It's like when Scott Hall was the champion. He's like, I don't get this title. It's like I don't even defend it on TV. That like I haven't had a match. Like what am I the champion of? Yeah, you know what? Yeah. And he gives it to Nash, and Nash dunks it in the garbage. It's like, you know, the 24/7 championship is only defended on Raw. It should just be called the Raw Championship.
Yeah.
At this point.
I agree.
Like,
I completely agree, yeah.
At least the hardcore title, they would be like, yo, there's a commotion in the back. And like the match sucks. Put in Crash Holly. Get Raven through the window. And Crash Holly running around. That was it.
And have Al Snow somewhere chasing.
Yeah, with Head. Everybody wants.
Nobody wants Head?
No, everybody. We didn't understand what you said.
Oh, I said, what does everybody want? I'm like, nobody.
Oh, okay. You gotta.
What?
You kind
All
of
I heard was
for a second. I was like,
Yo, show. I swear to God, all I heard was "Shut up."
It's Battle of the Belts week. That's what Awesome is saying. That wasn't announced though, like Battle of the Belts week. They said Battle of the Belts night. Like that thing Saturday.
Yeah,
listen,
Saturday's event is called Battle of the Belts.
I see what Awesome is doing, and I appreciate the shit out of it. Trust me, but that's not the way they sold it. That's not the way they sold it.
Yeah, you're not gonna get one over on us, man.
I didn't hear it last night. And I watched the whole thing. I didn't hear it. And if they did say it, they was probably just rushing to get to that Samoa Joe Suzuki match. They were on some, let's go, keep moving things along.
Yo, CM Punk and fucking Pentagon. That was a pretty good match. I like the fact that Penta didn't look weak like the Red Dragons.
Yeah, absolutely, I agree. Yeah. And it's funny because I remember Call Up and Pro watching it, and they were like, "Oh, he's not doing all these flips." I go, "Yo, that's not really Penta style."
All right, hold up.
The Lucha Bros, yeah, but out of the both Lucha brothers, he's the most grounded one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wish he was breaking arms.
No, seriously. Here you go. Look, this is the week show. I'm gonna try to zoom in.
I seen Pentagon jump.
It says All Elite Wrestling Dynamite. Nothing about Battle of the Belts.
Look at the very top.
AEW Rampage. Yeah, AEW Rampage. Nothing about Battle of the Belts.
Well, that's last week's. That's last week's. You gotta go.
This one's last week's.
Keep going up. Keep going
up.
All
right. So this is yesterday.
Okay, yeah, that is. But keep going.
Yeah, there's no Battle of the Belts. And then
rankings and
that's it.
Yeah, I can't help it. Okay, I'm sorry. I tried.
Yo,
I can't back that up with internet.
Yeah,
yes, man, I completely agree. Suzuki and Joe was great because it was Suzuki and Joe.
Yeah. All right, let me see if I can.
It's funny because Suzuki was like, "Yo, everybody's saying this is great. I just want to fight the guy. I don't care." Suzuki's the old dude at the bar that's always ready to scrap. Love that guy. I love that guy. I don't like his barber, but I love the guy.
Yo, word.
His barber is the same guy that picks out outfits for Seth Rollins. Same guy.
I get, yeah. Yo, they don't even mention Battle of the Belts on their website.
I guess it was a thing that they just said in saying it, kind of like to link things up. It makes sense. Somebody read a tweet on some. Yo, they're like, why isn't the world champ on Battle of the Belts? Let's make it the whole week.
Oh, see, look, here you go right here. Battle of the Belts too.
Fuck me.
There's no. What, you getting pulled over, show?
No,
my bad. I thought I was.
It's funny, man. They wasn't, but I mean, if you've seen a Suzuki match, like I told earlier, that's what we saw.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what these people were expecting. I don't know if they was expecting some suicidas. You know what I mean? Some, like if you know both these guys, yeah, I loved all of it.
First off, they didn't have much time to do no crazy New Japan style wrestling match anyway.
I hear that, Cabs. I hear that. Said I'm like,
what
this
I saw that one. But they didn't have much time on that show for them to have a New Japan Pro style wrestling match anyway.
Here's the thing. I think the certain matches, like for me, I appreciated the Hobbs and Keith Lee match and all that, and having the hometown boy there. But I feel like that should have really either opened up or been the third match, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that way you give Suzuki and them, you give them all that time. You give them another solid half an hour, and they can give you the 10 minutes, and they give you those 3 phases of a usual New Japan kind of match.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But for what we got.
Yeah. Was violent and brutal.
Yeah. That was an AEW match without the blood. All the blood
Absolutely correct.
was underneath the skin.
Blood vessels were done.
Oh yeah, Samoa Joe is still in that ice bath.
Samoa Joe got to the back and said, "You saw when the dude put his foot on him, and Samoa Joe kind of at the end. He was like, "Yo, you're stepping on my nuts, bro." He's like, "Yo, I just want to get back and put ice on his chest. I'm done."
Yo, my man, Samoa Joe went from being white to purple in that match, and I'm not even fucking with you.
No,
he was legit purple.
So, like, as the slaps escalated, the color went from his normal color, which is like, not so much Polynesian,
Like
but all of a sudden it went into like to orange.
Yeah.
So like pink, red, and then it just said purple. It just shot all the way up. All the blood started coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see, man, we were just talking about that. Like, it was great until the end. The end felt real WWE-ish.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. That's the second guy.
Yes.
That's the second guy that said the Great Khali 2.0.
Yeah, exactly. That's everybody's name for the dude.
So
but he can move. That's true.
Oh, Khali 2.0.
No, but this is a show. Pay attention. This is another guy. But listen, he was moving faster than some grandmother's walking, so he can move.
Yeah.
The Great Khali student. I honestly didn't like the debut. I give it a negative 75. It took away from a great match.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Not for nothing. I think that dude would have did way better if he debuted with MJF instead of for
if he would have been the MJF's answer to Wardlow, you're right.
That's
absolutely
dope.
Correct.
Like,
I would have preferred Brian Cage, because that would have made a lot of sense because he's already there.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go. I got somebody bigger and badder than you. Makes sense. And then MJF can talk for him.
Oh shit!
Wait, he's a Great Khali student?
No wonder he's moved like that.
I don't doubt it, because if Great Khali's showing him his move, which is trying to walk, I'm with it. I see it.
Yo, Great Khali walks with his fucking arms, not with his legs.
Oh yeah, that's why pushes himself.
Yeah, he's skiing, but without the sticks.
I remember the Undertaker Khali match, and I felt bad for the Undertaker, man. I'm like, yo, bro, you can't turn this shit salad into anything, bro. It's just shit salad. Yeah. I gotta look the cat up so I can laugh.
Yeah, I mean, this is where we go with the whole.
It was CGI sharp. This is true, because they made it look like you can run. That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
Shit, but no, yeah, this is that WWS style fucking booking right there.
Yeah. The match wasn't. The ending was.
Yes. Yeah.
Because Vince would have been like, "They're slapping too much." You don't get it, do you? This is how those guys. This is how these guys roll. This is what they do.
Speaking of Vince, apparently Cody Rhodes' character is the guy that uses the banned words.
The what? The banned words?
Yeah, that's why in his promo with the Miz, he was saying, "Oh, I'm here to face the best wrestlers in the world," and Miz is like, "They're superstars." He's like, "Oh, I want the title belt." He goes, "A belt holds up your pants. It's a title," and like he was making those references during Raw. But apparently, that's his gimmick now. He's just gonna fucking do everything that he despised when he left. So, would you rather have the Great Khali 2.0 or a sellout?
A who?
A sellout.
That's true.
I would like to have none of them. You fool! I would like to have none of them, but
it's funny. If Cesaro would have came out, I'd have been impressed.
Shit.
Samoa Joe and Cesaro, sign me up any day of the week. 7 times.
Hell yeah. Then you got Samoa Joe, Suzuki, and Cesaro versus Moxley, Daniel Bryan, and Wheeler Yuta. There goes your 6-man right there that opens up the trios, because is his name? Ray Phoenix isn't back yet.
I don't know. I was like, oh, it's a great match. All of a sudden, the lights go out. I was like, then I saw whatever that was, and I was like, what? What? No, don't do this. Don't tarnish this. And Joe won a title.
I honestly thought they were just gonna wind up behind them. I was like, yo, they turned off the lights so they could sneak up behind them. All right, and then that big dude came out. Who the fuck is this?
You're sitting right there. Just do what most people do. Come in and attack.
Yeah.
I was like,
I'd have had his big ass sitting in the crowd and just walk through the shit like, what the fuck is this? And he beats up Samoa Joe like if it was a fan. You know, and then it's like, no, it was my guy all along. You know what I'm saying? Like something. It was like, Samoa Joe, you fool! He's with me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna abuse the shit out of that button, just so you know. Every time Show opens up his mouth, you fool! Just so that way people understand it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey yo,
you fool!
Oh, yeah, I didn't like it was a good. Dynamite was pretty good, and the only thing I didn't like is the milking of this Hook thing. You know what I mean? And like everybody, Hook, and I'm like, get him a proper feud, and I'll be impressed. That's a problem. Yeah. See, remember the same thing I said about WB? There's so much sizzle, but I don't see nothing cooking right now, dogs.
Yeah.
With all due respect, I don't people Hook. I'm like,
do you know who really benefited last night that I was like super impressed with? And it was like it was the littlest fucking thing. Taz.
Yeah.
Taz walked out like he was ECW Taz and just stood there, didn't say a fucking word, grabbed my man's leg and cost him the match. And I was like, that's the Taz I know. That's the fucking Taz I know.
Well, with the House of Black, the real House of Black, not what they have over in WWE, the House of Purple, the House of Black, you have to start getting them either tag titles or some kind of title. They have to start either that or just start randomly destroying fractions. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a reason you got three guys. Two guys going to be a tag team. I will assume it's Matthews and Brody and Bodie King. Then with Malachi, the TV title or the world title. That's it. There's no other option for him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's either going for the title or he's not. Because he should have at WWE, so fix that problem they have.
Yeah. My opinion, Jason, I would like for them to turn around and go, this is the House of Black and we run this shit, and just come up with a trios title. Like their own, like the FWT shit, their own self-proclaimed shit, and like they're the baddest fraction in the AEW. That way it gives breathing room for Adam Page. And if he were to lose that AEW title to Adam Cole,
the
next feud wouldn't be Malachi Black, because it's like, all right, you're gonna have to lose it now because Malachi Black is running hot.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna waste. Like that's the problem with having so many high profile wrestlers at once. It's you're either gonna have 15 fucking champions a year, or you're gonna waste your opportunity to make an impact. Like the fact that Keith Lee is nowhere near that AEW championship is good for Keith Lee.
But
because they would have just said.
No, but what I'm saying is you have to do the same thing you did with like a Keith Lee or somebody else that's higher ranking. You have to do what you did with CM Punk and Bryan Danielson. You have to keep him away from the title, and then eventually, like after a year, you do that. It can't be instantly you come in title shot. It'd be like, hey, my man, you leapfrogging the 4 pillows that were here before you. And that's not a good look. You know what I'm saying?
Rankings.
Yeah. I mean, the dude that had no wins gets a title shot right away. What kind of Brock Lesnar the UFC shit is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a world title shot. What has he done? Nothing.
Jack shit. Not in this company. Yeah.
He's 0-0. Yeah. Oh, when he was in WrestleMania, that's not your company. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're gonna make that, and that's another thing. We said it before. I'm gonna say it till I'm blue in the face like SmackDown sign. Make that ranking system matter.
Yeah, like it used to.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? First of all, Scorpio Sky hasn't wrestled anybody in a minute. Put him in a match somewhere. But he hasn't lost too, so you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Please put him in a match somewhere.
Absolutely. I mean,
Yo,
he's gonna wrestle Sammy at Battle of the Belts.
2.
Yeah,
The third one is silent.
The third one is silent, yeah, because the third one was the one this whole week apparently. That's when the other Battle of the Belts, whatever. You know what I mean?
The Battle of the Tough Guys.
The Battle of the Tough Guys. The tough guys. Yeah, but you know what I mean, but definitely make that ranking system matter. You know what I mean? And you know what's funny? Whoever beat Cody, you can even put an asterisk to it, like, oh, we don't know about that win. Just a little, you know?
Yeah.
Well, I beat somebody really important that used to be here. Asterisk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, that's just being petty and stupid, but it's hilarious to me.
Definitely. Yo, and yo, not for nothing. I would love, Jay Lethal versus Samoa Joe is awesome. But Jay Lethal versus Scorpion Sky.
Oh, yeah.
That TNT title. That would have been something crazy. Because you could have had them both come up at the same time. Like what they did in NXT with Baron Corbin and the other fucking dude. Like, Jay Lethal wins a match, Scorpio Sky's the next match, he wins his match. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, we're going to go back to back and we're both going to win. And it's going to be the elephant in the room. Like, doesn't Jay Lethal deserve a shot at the TNT title? Like, what's going on here? Yeah. And then, but Scorpio Sky's running the gamut. So it's like, maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. All I know is I'm fucking up whoever comes in the ring.
Absolutely. You know? Yeah, you could do remember that fun thing was when you had a champion or somebody chasing the champion, he would back up the champion. He goes, no, nobody beats you but me.
Yeah.
He said, I'm not doing this because I like you. I'm doing this because I'm better than you. And that's sometimes it could start as I'm better than you. And then one of them gets the title. And then he was like, yo, I've always been better than you. And now you have that title. And I'm going to prove I'm better than you. But nobody's going to beat you but me.
Yeah.
And no one's going to injure you but me.
Yeah, it's almost like I want to beat you more than get the title.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely correct, yeah. But to answer the question here from Walter, what's going on, fellas? I have a question. With these many wrestlers coming to AEW, do you need 3-hour Dynamite? So I think had that great solution for it. You have a lot of guys that are a 3-man fraction, as the gentleman beneath us put it so eloquently.
You fool!
There you go. So the trios title is perfect for that. Death Triangle. Even though I want Penta to get a run at the title and the title victory, but Death Triangle, Jungle Express. Well, when they get another guy, when they get one more guy,
House of Black.
The House of Black. Taz's
Factory. Team Taz.
Team Taz. I don't know how I missed that.
The Factory, the Pinnacle.
Yeah, you can have the varsity guys with somebody else, you know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can do it, and they can. Oh yeah, but and the Blackpool, exactly. With Moxley in them.
Not Blackpool Wrestling Club or some shit.
Not the Jericho Society. They're not important enough.
Jericho Society.
Have LAX too. You know what I mean? And even though I feel what LAX is going to wind up that Hernandez and Homicide are going to come to back those guys up.
Because they need 2 other people.
Yeah. That's right. Dolph Ziggler's brother. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it, Kenneth. That's what I was thinking about. Dolph Ziggler's brother can be part of them. You know, then the Ass Boys, they have, they're 3.
They were undefeated until they fought Blackpool Soccer Club.
Yeah, and they're gonna, So there you go. So the trios title can incorporate a lot of wrestlers that are probably not doing anything.
You also have the Dark Order.
The Dark Order, who can go for the trios title and for the tag team titles at the same time because there's enough of them.
Yeah.
And even the TV title, there's no reason Silverman should not be getting a TV championship shot. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody loves him. And I'm not going to lie to you, he reminds me of Toe. I don't know if you don't see that. The dude can go Clearly, the dude is Jack, and everybody loves him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but you see, Kenneth, I see Homicide and Hernandez coming. Because remember, Hernandez left MLW, I believe. He didn't resign with them.
Oh, okay. And
And then
Homicide was there.
Homicide has never really had a place where he's at. He just shows up and does things.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Homicide showed up in AEW during Arthur Ashe
exactly,
show.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And if you haven't been coming around close to that time, or maybe he just shows up because he's like, yo, listen, we're going to have all of LAX together except Konak.
Yeah. I mean, but he's been there, but might as well. And then you have your own little fraction there with the Latino Heat, the LWO again, or whatever you want to call them.
Butcher is not joining, but if you've seen that segment,
he paid him.
You have him an envelope, so he's hired gun.
Yeah, he paid him. Yeah,
and that envelope looks stacked. I'll take it.
Oh yeah, but
I won't have a chance to get Warlow, but I'll do it. Maybe you know what? Chop blocks.
No, yeah, seriously. Here's the problem with AEW. Let's get into this part because of the fractions, right? We're gonna talk about heels, so let's get into the problem with AEW's heels.
Absolutely.
90% of AEW's heels are patsies. They're not to be taken seriously. To be honest with you, the serious heel that they had was Pac, and he's now faced with Pentagon because of the House of Black shit. Like the House of Black is just basically tough guys that want to fight, but L.E. Hilo, he's with the fucking you gotta unmute yourself. Show
El Idolo.
That's what I said. El Igalo. You fool! Andrade. He has his faction, and these guys are supposed to be tough guys and all that other shit, but they're being shown to be like fools. The ass boys are being shown to be like fools. There are no legitimate heels in this business. And even when Bryan Danielson was heelish, he was still on the face side. And now he's with Moxley and William Regal. They're like the tough face. They're the Austin. They're the anti-hero type shit. You know what I'm saying? So if you develop your heels, like if the Butcher was actually someone to be feared, that match would be more anticipated than him being with Matt Hardy and a bum. Because how many times has he been, Darby Allin this thing, make him look like an idiot? The Red Dragons have been looking like an idiot for the past couple weeks. You know what I'm saying? And that's supposed to be the top heels. The only top heels that we actually had were the fucking Young Bucks and Omega.
Yeah, absolutely. Consistent too. Consistent through and through. And MJF. Yeah. Those are your four heels in a massive company.
Yeah.
Massive company.
And when no one else is serious. Like at least back in the 80s, the heels they knew their lane. So when you had the Dangerous Alliance and the Henan family, which we're gonna get into later, you had those guys that were heels to certain wrestlers, like Hacksaw Jim Duggan and Haku. That was his heel. You know what I'm saying? Andre the Giant and Hogan, that was his heel. You never saw Dino Bravo going up against somebody like the Ultimate Warrior looking like a fucking fool every week. You know what I'm saying?
So
they left for the Honky Tonk Man, but the Honky Tonk Man was still a fucking heel.
It's funny. I was just about to say his name, man.
The Honky Tonk Man?
The Honky Tonk. He's one of the heels I have on my list. One of know. But what's funny is like what the problem that AEW has with their heels is a problem that NXT has with their faces and WWE. The faces in WWE and NXT are idiots, apparently.
Yeah.
They don't think. They don't see things. You know what they're like? They're like Sting in WCW when he would always tag with Ric Flair, and Ric Flair was like, "Oh, I'm not going to turn on you." Horseman beat him up the next night.
Yep. Naive.
Like, really? It's happened 6 times in a row, bro. You're not seeing the pattern?
Yeah.
Is that bleach getting into your brain cells? You're not getting it?
He had to get
the problem. The heels are not only are they stupid, but they are not vicious.
No. And
I'm not talking about vicious and delicious, because Scott Norton was vicious.
Oh yeah. He's not talking about Sid Vicious either.
Yeah, no. I'm talking about these people. There's no rage, there's no anger. There's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When a heel went heel, it was an assault. Chairs were blood, everything was done. You know what I'm saying? Leave somebody bleeding in lane. Now the heels are on some. Oh, I'm gonna call you a name and bait you into a match because I challenge your manhood. And that's fantastic. Who have you beaten lately?
Yeah,
All
right. So let's put it this way: the $1 Million Man was a heel. What did he do? He paid people to try to take out Hogan and get that title.
Absolutely.
Andre the Giant. That's where Andre the Giant
and his wealth.
Yeah, and his wealth. But when he wrestled Hogan, he stood up like he gave Hogan the business, but lost.
Absolutely.
So when you made him look like a fool when he faced Virgil, which in the WCW his name was Vincent in the NWO, just in case if you know him as Vincent from the NWO.
Yeah, they made it started up as Virgil. Yeah, and by the way, a very athletic guy.
Oh yeah. Get that. Oh yeah. They made him look like a fool against Virgil, but let's paint the picture. One, he tormented Virgil for years because Virgil was his valet. So he was already got the heat for that. Two, when he fired Virgil, he was still picking on him and treating him like shit, like the help. And the only way that Virgil could make the $1 Million Man look like a fool was because Roddy Piper came out to help. Roddy Piper coached Virgil and made Virgil that next level guy to take on the $1 Million Man. This is a movie bad guy. Like this is this is like Loki. Yeah, Loki looked like a fool at the end getting slammed by the Hulk. But remember, they had to form the Avengers to beat him. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a fucking heel. Jake the Snake Roberts and Rick the Model Martel had to have a blindfold match because Rick the Model Martel sprayed his cologne into his fucking face and blinded him. That's a heel. It's not somebody that's just gonna go around. How do you have a faction of 20 people in the Hardy Family Society X shit, and you're going around paying other people to do your business? Like what? The NWO literally beat the shit out of everybody and lawn darted Rey Mysterio into the production truck. They didn't hire no one to do that. They did it themselves.
Awesome. That was awesome.
They did it themselves. Like, who's the bad guy in Santana Ortiz and Kingston versus Jericho and the Society of Fuckfaces? No one knows, because one, on site doesn't mean I'm gonna yell at you when I see you. On site means there's no talking.
Hands are thrown.
Yeah.
On site is Samoa Joe and Suzuki.
Yes.
Because
Eddie Kingston goes, I told you on site. Nah, nigga, you within 15 feet of him. Get out the car and fuck him up. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's just me. That's the Bronx. That's the Bronx in me. Anyway, but like, who's the heel there? Everybody's trying to be a tough guy. It's really not appealing when everybody's the same. You know? Because like even in the streets, like, nah, this nigga's talking mad. He needs to get his ass kicked. And then when you see, it's like, ooh, he gonna get his shit. But if he held his own, you're like, oh, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely. Like, I'm like, look, here's everybody in the chat. If you could so politely answer me, who do you think is the absolute top heel in AEW? Just say it, whoever it is. And is this a heel you're actually afraid of? Like, if you met you're like, I don't want to mess with that, because that's essentially a heel's heel. Yeah, I want no part of this person. You know what I mean?
That's the Undertaker.
Yeah, that's the Undertaker. That's your Brock. You know what I'm saying? That's those people. Like, yo, I want no parts of this man.
Yeah,
Malachi Black when he first turned heel.
Yes. Yeah.
Completely understand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like they're not fools. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And not for nothing, if you're gonna be a Renaissance man in wrestling, do it in the Golden Age. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't need to have an Ultimate Warrior run down the ring, but at least still, the Ultimate Warrior had a story when he wrestled the Macho Man for the career. When like the Macho Man and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat had a story in a legendary man. Like, the wrestlers in AEW, well, the wrestlers in WWE also, but specifically AEW. The wrestlers in AEW can put on a 5-star match in any position on that card. We don't need that strong of a story for every match.
Absolutely.
Like Wardlow and
Absolute
MJF,
truth,
yes.
Mm.
Wardlow and MJF, yes, because that's long-term storytelling. Omega and Adam Cole, yeah, maybe, because Omega left, Adam Cole took over the
Mhm.
Young Bucks and all that other shit, and he wants his shit back. Maybe it's like the Guardians of the Galaxy shit. Like we all know who the leader is. Oh yeah, you're the leader. You know what I'm saying? It's like some shit like that. But
Yeah.
but yeah, like Penta and Malachi Black. That's a good short-term story. You got Penta to change because Ray Phoenix isn't there, so he adopted his style to be a singles competitor. But when
Mhm.
Ray Phoenix comes back, now we got to tag team again. You
Absolutely.
know,
Yeah. Yep.
Samoa Joe. I don't know why he's the baby face. You know what I'm saying? Like in all honesty, he should be the bad guy in this. Like that fucking Great Khali or the not so great Khali should have been with MJF and let Samoa Joe beat up Jay Lethal and Sanjay Dutt is in the middle of it. Like he's their friend from ROH. He's like, yo, what the fuck? Like this isn't supposed to happen. And Samoa Joe's like, I'm nobody's babysitter. And
Yep.
and Jay Lethal will be like, I didn't need you to babysit me, motherfucker. I just asked for advice. And then now this is a fucking fight of passion.
Mhm.
Because now it's personal. And what do we love personal shit. We love when it's real.
Mhm. That's a problem with a lot of storylines now. It's either a really stupid reason for them not liking each other. It's not just I just don't like you.
Yeah.
Like you run into people every day of your life. You work with people every day of your life that you just don't like them. They've done nothing. You just don't like the person. I don't like your face. I don't like the way you walk. I don't like your attitude. I don't like the way you talk, son.
I don't
You're
like the way you open up
loud,
the
you
door.
ignorant, you obnoxious. It's just so many things that you can easily be on some. You know what I mean? I don't like you. And what happens a lot of time when two guys don't like each other? They put them in a tag team. We've seen that. Let them
Too many times.
let them beat the out of each other just because they don't like each other.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't like you. I don't have a title, but I'm letting you know I don't like you. I don't like your face. I don't like anything about you, son. Personal, like you said, personal beef is always fun.
Oh yeah.
You get over it.
That's why Eddie Kingston's last three fucking storylines were the most anticipated matches of the night.
Yeah.
With CM Punk, with Jericho, with fucking Moxley.
Mm-hmm.
Like all that shit was personal to him. But now they generated some fake shit and they went from the personal to now it's a show. Because he had something personal. He didn't have anything personal with Jericho. Ortiz and Santana had something personal with Jericho. And now they took the personal shit, the real shit out of it, and they made it a spectacle.
Yep.
And I get the whole I'm a sports entertainer thing, but I honestly think that story would have been a lot like more real if Jericho would have been like, I tried to make you guys fucking tag team champions, but you couldn't get out of this independent shit. We're on TV now. You have to be a certain way to get these fans' attention and to get a title. And then they go, but we're not sports entertainers, motherfucker. We're wrestlers. And then this whole, what's his name with Jericho? The only fucking guy that could wrestle. He was with 2.0. He was with 2.0. Not Hager.
I don't.
Garcia.
Oh, Garcia. I thought you meant 1 or 2.0 guys because I don't know any of their names.
When Garcia goes, I'm a sports entertainer. It sounds like him going, I'm going to take advantage of the fact that I'm with Jericho.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because if it would have been Jericho going, I tried to put you there, you just couldn't. You couldn't handle what it took to be the top level tag team. And then fucking Santana Ortiz going, no, motherfucker, we're going to do it our way because we ain't fake like a sports entertainer. And then Garcia going, well, you know what? I'm going to take that shit and I'm going to run with it because I want to be the best. And if I got to do this to be the best, then that's what I'm going to do. And that would have been a realer storyline.
Agreed, yeah.
But you just have the Nasty Boys coming up wearing suits now with Jericho. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't even think about it that way. That's good. That's true. No, it's very true. Holy shit, I didn't think about it that way. That's very true. Oh, man. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it just, first of all, the name is dumb.
Yeah.
Jericho Ass Liquor Society, whatever they do, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whatever thing, you're like, and then I think the randomness of everybody in it, except for Jake Hager. I'm like, nothing about Danny Garcia says everybody else in that group. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? He doesn't
He's
fit
looking
that.
like Butch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Pretty much. They just butched the shit out of him, all puns intended.
Oh yeah.
You know, like, yeah, we're going to put you somewhere that you do not seem comfortable in.
You know, to be honest with you, I would have had, if you would have put Garcia with, I can't tell you which two because off the top of my head, I just can't think of anybody. But Garcia with two other people and him going, "Yo, fuck your Black House wrestling shit." You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need you, Bryan Danielson or Moxley to prove that I'm bad. Who the fuck are you? Like on some shit like, because I see him as that type. He started out that way. I wanna fight CM Punk because I'm the, like, who the fuck is CM Punk? You trying to take my spot? Like, I would have been able, him with that attitude. Two other guys going up against Daniel Bryan, Moxley, and Wheeler Yuta. That'd have been something. That'd have been something. Because again, it's more personal. It's more real, more realistic.
Agreed,
and you would have gave him a reason to fight, and you would have had classic matches. Because now you have to prove you're better than them.
Yeah.
A lot of wrestling nowadays is not to prove you're better than them. It's just to fucking wrestle. A lot of it's filler matches.
Yep.
Like the fucking Usos versus the Street Profits. If that meant anything, that would have been an awesome match. It was a good match on Raw, but if it meant anything, if it was for the tag team titles, or if it was to face the RK Bro for the titles or something, if it meant anything, if winning that match meant anything, it would have been a classic. Every time the Usos and the New Day wrestled each other, whether it was for a title or not, it was always for, I am the better tag team. Because they had that mutual respect with each other. And that's why those matches were classics. Any match they have on the kickoff show, they were match of the night.
Even when the Usos, even when the New Day was running the gauntlet for Kofi to get the title shot, and the Usos said, "We forfeit." Yeah. That's a classic moment. And they didn't even wrestle each other. But there's the history there between them on some, we respect you, but we see what you're trying to do. You're trying to do that for your brother. Yep. I get it, bro. 100%, man. Do you?
Yeah. Because that match meant nothing. It meant nothing but holding them back and saying, nah, we don't do that here.
Yeah, they're just trying to put us in your way.
Yep.
Ain't no title on the line, nothing. This is pointless, man.
Yep. That's Oos. We ain't gonna hold back a Oos.
Mm-hmm.
And Uso and Samoa means brother. So just in case anybody didn't know that.
Because you hear it all the time. Well, Us and that's just term of demon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's not like their last names or none of that shit. It's just it means that's why they call everybody Oos. Hey, what's up, Oos? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like that. See, I don't want to sit here and go, you should pay us to do this, but there should be a fucking guy that doesn't say yes. No, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of the times I give ideas and I ask questions to people about the shows that we do or the thumbnails we do. Not for that's just dope. If it's dope, it's dope. But most of the time it's for, why don't you try this? You know what I'm saying? No, I don't like how that look. That don't look right. That's what I'm looking for. Because I can only see what I put down. And what I put down seemed like it works. But if it doesn't, you need somebody that's going to tell you it doesn't. Yes, men don't do shit but get in your way.
Absolutely.
Think about this. If the rappers nowadays didn't have nothing but yes men around them, we would have such great music. I don't know how they come out with the music they do now. I heard one song and I said, this shit that don't make sense. That don't make sense? He started the rap off, he was in elementary school, and now that don't make sense. Like, what is he on a plane for? Why did we get from elementary school to this? Like, you didn't even say your teachers held you back. You just, like, you wanted to prove you were young? It's like,
he said, I don't think you have to prove you're young. That your age does that.
Yeah. The fact that you still shitting out Similac proves you're fucking young, asshole.
Yep.
But yeah, You know what I'm saying? Like, don't reinvent the wheel, but don't fucking make tires that don't have fucking shit for hydroplaning either. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, don't make it difficult.
Yeah.
Just go. Sometimes you just gotta just go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Agreed. 100%, man. Yeah, I don't. That's the thing is, it's funny, and it correlates perfectly to the episode. In order to have something interesting, the villain has to be very interesting.
Yep.
Perfect example, and it's funny because
Gigi
put
posted
up that quote,
Yep.
yeah, that it's a Hitchcock quote that if there's no great villain, then the picture won't be great. And if you think about it, Die Hard Hans Gruber, great villain, great movie, right?
Yep.
I mean, it's got the crap. You know what I mean? That's like the perfect example ever. You're like, yo, he's like, I want to see him get it, but he's cool though. He's high. I'm not mad at him. You know what I mean? I get it. He's pretty smooth too. It's fun. You know what I mean? Even Die Hard with a Vengeance, Jeremy Irons, you're still like, it's just a voice, but it's weird, bro. I'm like, he's doing his thing.
Yeah.
It's just, the only reason I use those two is because the villain had as much screen time as the protagonist, as people want to say. So it was a back and forth. It was never just like he sent goons. It was like they would talk all the time. So it was that rapport that you're like, damn, he's as interesting as the guy that I'm cheering for too.
Yep.
I like him too a little bit. So yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean? And so AW doesn't have that. Doesn't have a lot of that.
Not yet. So the quote is, the more successful the villain, the more successful the picture.
Absolutely correct.
Yeah, I just looked it up from Gigi.
No, and it's true.
Yeah, and think about it this way, because like what you were saying, the more successful the villain, the Intercontinental Champion and the Tag Team Champion, the records for the longest holding, the longest holder of the titles are villains. Honky Tonk Man held the Intercontinental title the longest.
Mm-hmm.
Jericho held it the most.
Mm-hmm.
Miz is like second place, for the most and all that other shit. JBL was the longest reigning SmackDown champion. The only reason why Hogan and Bruno Sammartino held the titles for as long as they did as good guys is because you had a plethora of bad guys to put them up against. I'm talking about Earthquake, Typhoon, fucking Big Boss Man, Bam Bam Bigelow, One Man Gang, fucking Bundy, Andre the Giant, $1 Million Man, Bad News Brown, Ultimate Warrior, Macho Man, Jake the Snake Roberts, Undertaker, Ric Flair, fucking Sergeant Slaughter. I'm naming all these people WrestleMania events. These are WrestleMania main events he went through. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are people that he wrestled. If you have enough bad guys that may be able to overthrow the good guy is always going to be the underdog. The good guy can only thrive as a champion as an underdog. The bad guys last long because they find any way to win. And they're the most interesting. They're the most interesting there because you want somebody to take them down, and no one can do it. It's easy to sell the story of no one can take this guy down because he's a cheater or whatever. He's gonna do whatever it takes to win. Like, who's good enough to face Roman Reigns right now? That's the story. But if fucking Drew McIntyre was the champion, we'd be like, yo, get this shit off this man already. Because how many times would he have wrestled Bobby Lashley again? Like, him and Bobby Lashley wrestled 8 times in a fucking week. There's not enough legitimate bad guys for someone to go through. And that's the problem with AEW. Right now, Adam Page is going through heel after heel after heel, but each heel he's wrestling should have been champion. Like, he never went, like, besides the Murder Hawk, he never had that run where he was like, yo, this guy can legitimate, like, he never had the Pac and Orange Cassidy triple threat match. But Omega, like, Omega's gonna win that, but during the match, he's like, hold on, wait, is Pac gonna be champion? Or are they gonna put this shit on Cassidy? Because I said that multiple times during that triple threat match. Like, I don't know if that's a testament to Omega, but that's what we needed. Because if Omega never lost that title, we would still be like, he's one of the greatest champions in the world. We wouldn't be like, yo, get this shit off him. I'm tired of him. Because Omega can prove he's better than anybody you put him in the ring with.
Yep.
Roman, we want him off the title because he went through everybody. There's no one left. The same 6 people you always use, they're done.
Yep.
You didn't build up anybody else. You wrestle Roman, it's gonna be out of nowhere.
Yep.
And someone sent me a post that they're about to do a European tour, and it was Roman and Drew McIntyre. So Drew McIntyre might be the next guy for Roman. That's not interesting.
Not at all.
You know, like, but that's why Roman's the hottest thing right now, is because he's a heel. If he was a face, we would have been like, yo, get the fuck out of here. And fucking the biggest thing also was the Fiend. The Fiend was a heel. But the Fiend made sense what he did.
Absolutely.
You know, like, the Fiend is the closest we'll get to another Kane. If you want, because let's just say this shit right now. Kane is one of the greatest characters ever written in WWE in wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Kane is one of the greatest characters ever written in wrestling. He has the most complex fucking story that anyone can ever come up with. He's the Undertaker's half brother and Paul Bear's son, but he was also burnt to a crisp with his mother and father in the house, and it was the Undertaker's fault. But Kane wasn't physically scarred. He was scarred mentally, and he thought that he looked a certain way. That's why he wore the mask and the full bodysuit. And that's why throughout the years he progressed, and it went for less and less clothing and without the mask. He started with a voice box and went straight in. Like, this guy literally had psychological problems as a child that grew up to be like Michael Myers. And the more he got over his trauma, the more human he became, but he was still a fucking monster. That's a wrestler, ladies and gentlemen. You see that shit in movies.
Completely agree. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. And then he really evolved as a character.
Yes.
So he came out with charisma. I mean, Canaanites. You would have told me the dude that came out in Bad Blood, right? Or I'm sorry, the when they did that cage, the first time they did the
Bad Blood.
The Hell in a Cell.
It was in Bad Blood though.
It was
that pay-per-view. Yeah.
And you would have told me that dude would have one day say thousands of Canaanites, and The Rock goes, the hell's a Canaanite? You would have told me that same dude was going to turn into that guy. I would have been like, you've lost your motherfucking mind. Yeah. But I was wrong. So pleasantly wrong I was.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, and then he has, from that, he goes to Team Hell No. It is the most absurd and ridiculous thing I think I've ever seen Kane in. And it made fucking sense. And it was hilarious.
Yep.
They would tell each other, I am the tag team champion of the world. But man, listen to what you're saying. It takes 2 people to be the tag team champs. I am.
No, I am the tag team champions.
It doesn't work that way. We have to be the champs. You have to tag me in for us to win.
Yeah, I can't beat multiple people.
Oh my, it's 2 belts. Okay. And it was hilarious that he was able to go from Isaac Yankem. Oh, don't forget, he was a Christmas tree at one point. And like a Mad Max ripoff but also from Isaac Yankem to the fake Diesel to finally Kane, and then the only drop off was Corporate Kane, really.
Yeah.
But I mean, for as long as he was there and how much he changed, and how, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. And that's what you call, ladies and gentlemen, long story telling, long story planning ahead, and character development, evolution of a character.
Yep. And commitment.
He never got stuck in one place. He always changed. It was adapted. You know what I mean? And that's Kane did his little impersonation of Jericho by doing that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He teamed up with X-Pac, Rob Van Dam, fucking. Yeah. Oh man, shit! I just had the whole list. The Big Show, Undertaker, fucking Hurricane. He teamed up with once. For some reason, Booker T. He teamed up with Daniel Bryan. Yeah, he was. This dude. Like, if you want to talk about somebody that, like, you know how me and Kenny was like, the Miz is reliable. You want to talk about somebody go in there and do something? It was Kane. He could go wrestle fucking Zack Ryder 1 week and then get a title shot the next weekend.
It's funny because as funny as he was, you believe he turned that switch on and you believe he's just as destructive as he was before.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh, he's really funny, but it still Kane.
Yeah.
Make no mistake about it. That's still Kane. That's still 6'10", 300 and like 40 pounds of Kane. Still him. Make no mistake. It's still him.
Yeah.
His choke slams were legit.
Definitely
Okay.
shit.
Yeah. But yeah.
See, we're getting into the heel shift. But that's one character that the AEW needs to get. Not a Kane, but like MJF is one of their staple characters. But if Darby Allin, I'm sorry to say this, I know Sting is a legend, and I know Darby Allin is young, but it seemed like when they first started AEW, Darby Allin was doing this.
He was.
And now he's just staying still with Sting. It's almost like he went from somebody that we was going to grow with and potentially see being champion to now it's Sting. And Darby Allin's just wrestling for him. It's like Sting is what's Moon Knight's god's name?
Khonshu.
Sting is Khonshu and Darby Allin is his fucking avatar. You know what I'm saying? And that's no disrespect to Sting. I love seeing Sting. I love seeing him wrestle. But that's what it went to. It was like, we're gonna put you with Sting. All right, now what? Just gonna be with Sting. There was no thought after that. You know? Like, he just became the guy that you made Miro look legitimate against. Or Sammy Guevara look legitimate against. You know?
Yeah.
He was the guy that used other people to get to where he was going. But now he's the guy that you put up. It's like, you want to prove that this guy can wrestle, put him up against Darby Allin. He's too young for that.
Yeah, he's too young to be the measuring stick.
Yeah.
Yep. I agree. You know what I'm saying? It's funny, you're right. He was in an upward trajectory, and I'm like, kept thinking he's gonna get a title shot sometime eventually. I'm saying.
Yo, Kenny Omega and Darby Allin would have been a fucking phenomenal match.
Absolutely. I agree.
But then again, it's like we're gonna ask the question, like, for the 20 millionth time, with that being considered, did AEW make a mistake by purchasing all those wrestlers?
Absolutely. You know, it was a moment that we thought that they were gonna slow down, and then Keith Lee came out. I was like, well, there goes that idea.
Yeah.
we clearly were wrong.
Yeah. No, seriously, yeah.
Shit, dude. It's like, all right, you're gonna slow down, you're gonna start developing younger guys, you're gonna bring them up. Keith Lee. Wow, good call.
And then it just
listen, I'm happy to see Keith Lee. I really am.
Yeah.
But they could have waited on that. He could have done some indie stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. What do you want?
Or what you could do is have what you could do is when you have someone like Keith Lee come in right after Adam Cole and Undisputed, why not just Adam Cole and Keith Lee are gonna go at it?
Yeah.
You know? So that way you don't have to sacrifice one of your original members or someone that you're trying to build up now to Keith Lee or to Adam Cole. Because it kind of looked like Adam Cole came in and they said, yo, Jungle Boy's the guy that can wrestle. Well, fuck it. It's a fantasy match. Adam Cole versus Jungle Boy. Throw it in there. You know, I appreciate the fucking the fantasy matches. Yo, we want to see X versus Y, you know, this, that, and the third. But that don't have to be the first match they have when they come into this company. You know, that could have been something they built up to. Like, after Adam Cole loses for the AEW title for the 18th time in a row, and he's no longer in contention, let him wrestle Jungle Boy. And that could be a way for Jungle Boy to move up to the title shot or something like that, you know?
Agreed.
Daniel Bryan and Omega, like, unless that was one of those, Daniel Bryan is a free agent, and Omega's talking shit like, oh, he's too afraid to come here, and then that's how they get Daniel Bryan in. And it's a grudge match, and the Forbidden Door, you know, caused Daniel Bryan to come in, and that's how you get Omega and Bryan to wrestle. They didn't need to wrestle the first night. Yes, people wanted to see it, but that doesn't mean you have to give it to them the first night.
It's true. There was no build to it. It was just like, here you go.
Yeah, and especially after that match and that little run, and then Daniel Bryan wrestling Adam Page after him winning the title, it's almost like you stole any steam that Adam Page would have had as the champion. And that's sad because Adam Page had a lot of momentum, but he doesn't have the world's greatest charisma. You can't do anything to really hinder Adam Page's run because he can't bounce back as I can't see it. Like The Rock in this situation would have bounced back and would have still been like, no, motherfucker, like Austin. Someone would have shown, like, no, I'm still the champion. Fuck all these other guys. Where it's like he's just sitting there going, all right, what line you want me to say? Libbity bibbity. Like he's one of those.
Dude, you're preaching to the choir, bro. It's like the Big E thing, man. It's a hard position. They put him in a position where they didn't have anything for him.
Yep.
They did build the stories for a year, which I appreciate, but almost 2 years. But like the climax, you're like, kind of fell flat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They literally I would always say they disrespected Big E's run by doing what the fuck they did, and especially with Brock Lesnar. Like I get fucking you want to have Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. But did it have to be title for title? You know what I'm saying? Like did it really have to be title for title? Big E versus Bobby Lashley for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania main event. You want to take pride in having an all black female main event at WrestleMania. Why not have your first ever all black male main event for the WWE title at WrestleMania? Bobby Lashley and Big E.
Agreed.
And you could have had the New Day versus the Hurt Business. Like I don't understand. Like, what is the purpose of Roman Reigns being both champions right now? It's not benefiting Raw. He's not on Raw. It's not benefiting SmackDown because there's no one else on SmackDown but him. Bobby is MVP. Word. What up, Luck? But yeah, there's no benefit to him being double champion unless they're gonna merge the companies together, Raw and SmackDown. But that's gonna take time any fucking way. And now that he's hurt, they're probably hiding the fact that he's hurt. And this will be the second person in a row that Brock Lesnar got hurt. So now what? Roman Reigns is blah. Sorry, not sorry. You gotta talk to this guy right here, Lucky. You gotta talk to this guy. I'll let you speak. He shows the shirt, wreck everyone and leave.
Which he literally did. He literally did that. Now he's on some other Usos and you get their shine.
Yeah, right?
So I can heal from my separated shoulder.
Seriously, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I would be saying that if I'm doing it with Brock. Love you guys. You guys are weird. You know what I'm saying? Because if it's a champ, you like every excuse for that dude.
True.
You know what I'm saying? It's okay.
Tell Lay Lucky is Vandal's Ed. I assumed you knew that already.
Oh, I did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, without a doubt. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's saying he made it through W go through pandemic. The most interesting thing he had was with his cousin, his feud. So
yeah, that was
he made his cousin look like a superstar. So there you go.
And that was because it was real, and Roman Reigns was a fucking real heel. Roman Reigns was the heel that I'm unstoppable, and we was like, yo, can Jimmy do this?
Fucking that. Yeah.
Prime ass cheeks, Jesus.
Prime ass cheeks. You be looking as he's wrestling, bro. You a weird guy.
Word. You be liking them red underwears? No, but in all actuality, look, and I understand you're probably gonna be like nobody, but who can take Roman's place right now? The closer we would have had was Bobby Lashley and the Hurt Business.
Absolutely.
But as of right now, there's no one to take his place. There's no one that can be that top guy. All of them are in AEW. AEW and WWE have the opposite problems. AEW has too many people, not enough storylines, and WWE doesn't have enough people for one storyline.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy because
that-
WWE has some of the best wrestlers in the fucking world.
That's true. Yeah. I mean, but the funny thing is, if he doesn't turn heel like this and does what he's doing now, then that's not going to matter. You know what I'm saying? If he doesn't become this Roman, if The Rock versus Roman wouldn't look so appealing.
Yeah.
Because now The Rock everybody loves him. Everybody forget he started off, everybody hated him.
Yep.
But now The Rock is the nicest guy on two legs. And Roman's a douche.
Yeah.
So you got to thank Roman for that happening now. You got to thank Roman for them finally understanding, he's a cool asshole. Let him be him. Boom.
Word.
Yeah, probably will. Yeah, probably will. That was a good setup. That was a good setup, though. That was a good setup. Acknowledge me. I was like, he really said that? It sounds like Roman.
Was that on this week's episode?
Yeah, this week's episode.
Oh, yeah. I didn't get to see that, but I kept seeing the memes of it's crossbreeding between the show and the real life and shit.
Yeah. It was really good the way they did it, bro. It was very smart.
That's dope.
It was like whoever produces that show should probably produce some WWE stuff, cause that man knows long booking.
Yeah, right.
He knows long booking. WWE doesn't, but that guy does.
Yeah,
you're right.
They declined the comment. Of course.
They
don't know who The Rock is.
Storyline.
Yeah.
They don't want to. They don't know what they're doing. Somebody else came up with their storyline, bro. They're gonna be on some that's her idea.
The writers in WWE don't know who The Rock is.
It's only gonna happen when The Rock says it's gonna happen. By the way.
Yeah.
Because The Rock is bigger than the company at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They wanted him to come down for Survivor Series. They've dedicated an entire Survivor Series to The Rock, and The Rock was like, I got more important shit to do. And he tweets out a picture of him eating a sandwich.
Yeah. He was like, like when he went to do the Monday Night Football thing, instead of going to when he went to the Super Bowl, instead of going to an event, to a WWE event, everybody was mad. I go, no. He is no longer your Rock. He's their Rock.
Yeah.
I'm saying now. He's
the people's Rock,
bro. Yeah. He no longer has to do anything for WWE. He chooses to do what he wants.
Yeah.
He's a little guy. He bought the XFL and he's making it proper right now. It's about a launch. They just named their head coaches.
Yeah.
So there you go, folks. Remember, he's no longer your Rock. He's their Rock.
Yeah, he used to be a Rock, but now he's everybody's Dwayne.
Mm-hmm.
Dwayne.
Said Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Just call me Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah.
No, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Don't do that to me. You do that with them. I know where you came from, Rocky Maivia, with the stupid head. Don't play with me.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying, with that pineapple haircut you had.
Word. Shit. And I remember they used to show the vignette of him doing the high cross body drop on some regular dude in the training. Yeah. And I would be like, how does that show that he's a good wrestler? Like as a kid, I was like, what? He's just body slamming him and doing a high cross body drop. Like, that's not. How does that show he's a good wrestler? Why is JR saying this guy's a good wrestler?
Well, you gotta. It's a sell. You know what I mean? Oh no, most likely you can definitely book that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The Rock is gonna have a time where he's not gonna be filming anything, or they're not gonna make his company's not gonna be making either a shitty movie or a superhero movie. For him.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But like I said, it was supposed to be this year. The Bill was supposed to start a Survivor Series, and The Rock was like, I'm a little busy. You're gonna have to wait.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
That's what happened. Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna have to check that shit out. I usually watch those either at work or during the weekend. So yeah, I'm gonna have to check that shit out. I like the Young Rock though. I like seeing the older wrestlers. You know, the guy that they got playing Macho Man looks more like Zack Ryder than Macho Man, but like the way he acts is pretty dope.
The guy that plays Iron Sheik always has me dying, son.
Yeah,
He is hilarious. Booby. Don't talk to me, Booby. You're like, what? What you call me Booby for? It's a brony. I go, there we go. That's the Iron Sheik I know.
Word. But the Pops, man. The Pops, Rock's Pops in that show. It's like, I get it. But then it's also like, yo, at what point do you realize, like, all right, this shit ain't working. The gimmick ain't working with Circuit City, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be Hollywood. That's what he is now. Come on, we all know this, man. I mean, don't get me wrong, when he came back from the first half from Hollywood, and he was Hollywood The Rock. That was hilarious. Because I was like, yo, my man, you're rocking all that leather. I know you're sweating. So he was on some.
Yep.
You know, just he had a leather vest on. I go, yo, you're killing yourself. $9 tickets. You damn right it's gonna be $9,000.
You know that's not too far off from how expensive they can be. Like they have the packages, and they're like $5,000-$6,000 for like the platinum package, where you get a front row seat, the Hall of Fame. It used to be at dinner with some of the wrestlers, and then you get the plane ticket, the hotel stay, and then you get the Monday night and the SmackDown.
Yeah, and I think you can also go to NXT, right?
Yeah. They had like the whole weekend because SmackDown was on Tuesdays when I was looking it up. So you had I think Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday.
Yeah.
All those events, plus you go to dinner and you go to like some of them backstage, you get to keep the chair, and they had the Hall of Fame and shit too.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, no. It's funny because you're saying 9,000. He's joking 9,000 because of The Rock. That's just 9,000 because it's WrestleMania weekend. Remember, it's 2 nights, Ed. 2 nights.
Yep.
It's Saturday and Sunday now, brother.
Yeah.
And I don't. One night, baby. Not like back in our day, we're like, yo, we get hyped because it's Sunday, and you would watch boxing on Saturday. De La Camacho would get his ass whooped on Saturday, and then we see an elbow drop on Sunday. So
yeah. I don't mind the Saturday and Sunday WrestleManias. I mind when Saturday steals the show and Sunday fucking sucks.
I get the fit because you know what it is. Eventually, he says. So then 22,000. There you
Pretty
go.
Much.
Now you're getting the WWE prices. That's the McMahon prices, bro.
Yeah.
Zoa sponsors. Exactly. You zip your Zoe, and but also you have to remember the Terramon link too. Terramon is going to be all over that thing. It's going to be like Conor McGregor is with the UFC.
Oh yeah,
it's going to be on the ring post. It's going to be on the ring post. You know.
Do we know when AEW is coming out here soon? I think they're coming to Pennsylvania in a few weeks.
The game.
Oh, when they said there was supposed to be news.
Yeah.
Soon.
Like I know the call up has a really good pulse on that. You know.
Yeah.
He was talking to us talking about he don't want them to rush it. You're gonna mess it up. So if they're smart, like July, maybe August, like get all the kinks worked out. They'll give us another 2K20.
Yeah, or No Mercy.
Box.
Yeah, yeah, because that'll be the worst thing in the world. You give us a fucking game that sucks, no one will ever buy your shit again. Yo, there's 2 things that people will never buy your game: if it sucks, or if EA Sports made it, which also means it fucking sucks. Because I swear to God, if WWE goes to EA Sports to make a video game, I'm never fucking playing this shit again. I don't give a fuck. I would literally hand draw a picture of my nuts and then take a picture of it, print it out, and mail it to EA Sports. Like, this is what it looks like, hand drawn and actual. Suck on both of them, you piece of shit. And that's how I feel about them making games. What's up, Gigi? Always coming at them.
I don't even know what part that I walked into. I don't know if I want to know what part that I walked into. I don't know if my internet's gonna lag on me tonight or not. I don't know. The possibilities are endless. And hiya, folks. Welcome to Wrestling with Knuckleheads.
You always come at the most opportune time.
I know. Apparently so. Fuck it, hey. Very quickly before we get into any other fuckeries about showing our nuts to certain people that we don't like or companies that we don't like. And listen, we got a list. We got a whole list of them and everything. I will want to go ahead and give a quick shout out to Heal.Liz. If you're not following this young lady, what the fuck are you waiting for? You pieces of shits. All right. She's a dope ass fucking female who absolutely loves wrestling, goes to GCW events, WWE events, a lot of indie show events that she goes to as well. Definitely one of the few females that I follow for wrestling and in general, and thank God for the new page, because I wouldn't be able to find certain people, especially like her. She was dope enough to go ahead and make me her own GG for the win cup.
Nice.
Tumbler with my own belt on it. It's so sparkly. It's so, don't mind my missing nail. It's so sparkly. It's so pretty. And it comes with an awesome little note. And not only did she go ahead and make that for me, but she also made me this adorable little cateracito. All right. Pop. Oh, all right.
That's your GG in the bank?
It has GG in the bank. That's it. We got the gold chains.
Okay.
And we got the gold links to go with the purse. You know, get the chain links. Heal.Liz. If you're seeing this, you're watching this, thank you so much, mamita. I really, truly appreciate it. I will continue to support you, just like you will continue to support me. And to as for anybody who knows, if you buy me anything, especially a mug or cup, understand that, you know, things must happen during the podcast, and it's only right that I bless it with some Jameson. So,
word,
you know.
Word. And her link is in the chat. I put her link in the chat for her Instagram.
Definitely, her link is in the chat, so check her out. Thank you so much. This is going to be one healthy hell of a Jameson after today.
Oh, yeah.
With the straw. I don't drink Jameson with a straw, but for tonight, boo, for you, I will.
That's it.
That's good for my margaritas, vodka, rum, every other drink but Jameson. Hold on. Let me get my straw. Hold on. She wrote a lovely note too. I absolutely adore her when she wrote. I was like, oh my God, you're so sweet. Why are you like this? That's a healthy cup. You goddamn right, Lucky. It's my lucky cup. Lucky.
You said it was the AEW game is slated for September.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's a gamer, so he would know.
Yeah. That's what we was talking about, the AEW game. We were saying that it should come out good, and then I went on a rant with EA Sports because fuck them.
So that's what that was. Got it.
Yes.
Give me a moment. I see something that's
at the ass end of it.
Literally at the ass end of it. Sorry, y'all. My geek room is also my storage room, and I got about I don't know, 15 bags worth of clothes and shoes, probably more. I have a lot of stuff to give away. So, yeah. Don't mind this little mess that I see here.
Yo, did you get a new webcam?
No. Same one.
As I'm sitting, I'm like, yo, you're looking fantastic. Your signal is looking great. It is. You know what I'm saying? Like, because before, I know you would beat your webcam up because you're like, I'm losing signal, all that shit. Now you coming here looking bright and shit.
Listen, it wants to work with me. I'm okay with this. It's the same one. It's the same beat up one that has tape around it, you know. I don't have a ring light, but I do have a little square light that I apparently found in one of my boxes so I don't look, dark and grooming, and I don't look like I belong in the House of Black today.
Oh, there you go.
You know, this cup though.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that shit looks legit. I like the shine on the belt. Hey, Lucky with the sub. Pimp said that he just followed Heels.
Definitely, she's dope. I'm telling you, she's very dope. And she's so sweet and cute over the voice message. I was like, oh my god, you sound so adorable. I love that. I love women supporting women. I love women supporting women's wrestling who are fans of women's wrestling. It's such an amazing community because it makes me understand that I'm not alone as a female in this male dominating industry. So that's one. And then two, definitely check out my page for Women's Crush Wednesday on 420 in Brooklyn. I will be sponsoring my first ever match. I'm very excited to be sponsoring Thick and Juicy. Just saying.
Nice.
The Thickum ladies. No, but overall, Women Crush Wednesdays is definitely going to be happening on 420. Doors open at 6:30. Contact me so I can forward you to the right person to go ahead and copy your own tickets.
And I just put your link in the chat also.
Sweet. So all that information is there, y'all. I'm going to try to see if I can put that in my link tree so I can actually help you guys go ahead and get those tickets as well. I know myself and Kenny from the Call Up Podcast will definitely be there in Brooklyn. Definitely just representing the Knucklehead crew. So going to do what we got to do.
What's up? That's what's up. Okay.
Doing some things.
Yes, you doing them big girl things. Okay, I see you.
Trying out here. Trying to be a good citizen and donate clothes. Trying to be a great mom and hopefully not kill my child. You know, doing adult things like about to smoke this little spliff that I got here. And
Oh, I don't know if you would smoke weed after the movie we saw last night. They made weed look like it was fucking PCP and cocaine wrapped up together.
Ooh, what strand?
I don't know, but it was from the 1930s. Like my man was smoking weed.
Weed was like the worst thing that anybody can do. Oh my god, what are you doing? Weed and then cocaine? Ah, you degenerate!
My man was like this.
So
he's smoking the weed like this, like it was gonna cover something, and then he like literally was looking for a woman to rape. I'm like, wait, what?
We doesn't make you do that, y'all.
Yeah,
it's
like
type of shit. Harris, no, I'm not gonna go into ring. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not flexible enough to even try to jump over the rail. I'm more of that. Oh, where's the entrance? I'm not doing that. I may look like I'm acrobatic like that, but I'm not doing that. That's too much. That's way too much.
You always slap somebody with a chancleta. You never know.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you, my dear. I appreciate it. Would you like to say hello? She knows she ain't got school tomorrow, so she's like, oh, I'm staying up tonight. Her spring break starts today.
Oh, lucky her.
As soon as 2:20 hit, that's when her spring break hit. She's like, I ain't got school for a whole week. I'm going to stay up tonight. I'm going to download this game, and I'm going to stay up tonight. I'm just like, fuck me.
Damn. They didn't have school for 2 years, and now they're off for another week. Shit. Fucking lucky them. Even spring break, I had to go to school. The fuck?
When they send us home like piles of fucking packets of homework to do for every fucking day of the week, and then the following week, even though you only went to school the following week.
Yeah. It's like, what the fuck? I remember I get this pack, like, you're out of your fucking mind. I'm not doing this shit. I would literally do it in school. Like, the teacher gave it in the beginning. I wasn't listening to shit, and I'll just do it there. Like, all right, it's done. I am not doing this shit throughout the fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
Now they track it with the Google Classrooms. It's amazing.
That's when they get a hand-drawn picture of my nuts. Here goes
Yeah.
my homework for Monday. If they sneeze, they get a week off. Shit's crazy. Word, luck.
It's true.
Absolutely. I've seen it. You're like,
Yo,
we gotta quarantine you, bro.
Not for nothing. I bet you any money back in the day when we was going to school, if a motherfucker blew up the train and shot 3 people, they would have been like, "Why you late?" Yo, dude, he just shot up the train. I don't give a shit. You fucking run to school. You're not supposed to be late. There's no excuses here. School starts at 7. If you're not here at 5 o'clock in the morning, you're late. Motherfuckers. Summer school.
Wow.
You didn't even need it, but they sent you to summer school.
Yeah, let me tell you something right now. I knew by 3rd period I had to be in school because that's the class that takes attendance. So I make sure if I miss first period, 2nd period, as long as I make it by 3rd period, I'm good for the rest of the day.
Nice.
Like, yeah, no, I was here. This new generation hasn't made. Yo, their lunch menu hasn't made too. Shit.
It's funny.
Their lunch menu be smacking.
I remember I always said it, that's the right information for the wrong person. Like, oh, you need to be here for this class because this is attendance. Say it again. Say that one more time. One more again. If you're here for this, that means you're here for the whole day in school. So if I leave the next period, it doesn't matter.
I'm
here.
good.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm good.
That was a mistake.
That
was a mistake.
My dumb ass only went to school when I was running late. If I woke up early, I was like, fuck this shit, man. I don't want to go to school. I woke up late, fuck. And I'm getting dressed, running out the house. I don't know how my brain operated.
The worst thing was I literally walked downstairs and I'm walking towards the door and nobody stopped me. And when I walked out and nobody stopped me, I turned back. I said, oh, is this easy? And it got to the point where it was, I'd play the game and I won most of the time. Just be on some cool. All right, nobody's stopping me. Yeah, this is awesome. Mostly,
this is dangerous.
I only did that when it was hot. If it was cold, I'm like, yo, that's stupid. You're in somewhere warm. You don't need to be outside.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
Word.
See,
this
right
is
information, wrong person. That's just nothing to know that. Like you keep that shit.
This is
so.
I just want to say this is extremely dangerous because I don't see what's in my cup. I'm just gonna keep.
Oh yeah.
And
you got like a 64-ounce cup of Jameson right there.
No, I only filled it 16 ounce. All right. I didn't fill it all the way to the top now.
Yeah, there was like that much room left.
I'm just gonna, keep making the refills and until I get to the 64 cup.
She opened up a brand new bottle of Jameson. She went like that. There was that much left in the bottle.
You might as well just taking that shot on some.
Actually, it was here. It was here, and I was down there.
Damn.
It's been. Listen, I had the whole week off from work because I have my bestie in town, and it's been amazing. And yesterday was the first time I was able to indulge at least into 2 glasses, and today I get to indulge into the rest of the bottle.
There you go. Perfect math.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
And that's how life works.
I don't gotta wake up early tomorrow. There's no school. I don't give a fuck.
Right?
Oh,
shit.
I'll make pancakes in the morning. It's all good. It's all good. And if I don't make pancakes, there's a diner that will.
Yep. There's always some motherfucker that's willing to do it.
Oh, the Samoa Joe match with Suzuki.
Yep.
That shit was tough. Oh my God. My titties were on fire. Woo. My whole chest was on. My whole titties and my chest was on fire without drinking any Jameson. Samoa Joe's chest was so red it turned purple. He ended up getting bruise marks on him, and it looks like the slash that Samoa Joe was doing on him did nothing.
Yeah,
it did nothing. It probably felt like a Will Smith slap to the chest. It felt like nothing. He wasn't moving. The only time he moved was when the forearms was oh, that's it. But my man, who Who cut his hair? Who told him Kanye's barber's phone number? Somebody go ahead and tell me why this man look like the razor just it looks like somebody mowed the lawn all different types of ways because they didn't have a Snickers in their pocket. What happened? That's what it was. I felt like it was short-lived though. Yeah. I feel like it was short-lived. I feel like the majority of the match was just the chops to the chest, and granted, they were going at it for a long time. But I feel like they focused so much time on doing those chops that they realized, oh shit, we're running out of time to actually do some really strong style Japan fighting. And because of that, I feel like I don't want to say it was lackluster because it was still a good fucking match. I just felt like I could have seen more time-wise. And who the fuck decided to clone the Great Khali 2.0?
It was like you was listening to us.
Oh, for real? Oh.
Because I was like, yo, Samoa Joe turned, I was like, Samoa Joe turned purple. Lay was like, Suzuki's hair is fucking ridiculous. And the whole chat was like, the Great Khali 2.0. You hit all the bullet points.
I was here with you guys in spirit. I didn't see nothing, but I was here with you guys in spirit. Why? Because I saw the same shit y'all saw, and I was so goddamn confused on what was going on. God, that's so funny. Okay.
That was a big boy, though.
That was a good guy.
Yeah.
But who is he? I know he's a basketball player. I know they said his name yesterday, but I've never seen him anywhere near the wrestling circuit in general. I know he said he was a basketball player, and I get that, but not even like a slight, MMA fighters going into wrestling, I understand because it's kind of more, I don't want to say it's more or less the same style, but it's fighting, it's combat,
Yeah.
I understand there's similarities to it, but Great Khali 2.0 basketball player that we got going on over here joining the wrestling industry, all you need is fucking, oh man, Jinder Mahal to just in oh man, I know he's in AEW, but he ain't got nobody in AEW, man. Like, he would have done great in WWE, but I mean, it's WWE. They just see somebody that big, that giant. They probably saw him. They were like,
we got almost already.
Yeah. We can't. What are we gonna do with you in NXT? Nothing. But Braun Breaker, but even so, we're not. It's just where we're gonna put him at. A big star like that, where we're gonna put him at? On Dark? On Elevation?
I would have put him with MJF.
You will put him with MJF?
I would have, just to have him go against Wardlow. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the big bodyguard. I replaced Wardlow with this fucking guy. Because it would have been better than Sanjay Dutt. Take your time. Yeah, it would have been better with Sanjay Dutt and shit. But what you thinking, Lay?
It's funny. The MJF one is a good angle. I can see that.
You scared the fuck out of me right now.
You heard me come in.
I didn't fucking hear shit. Oh, bitch.
I was trying to be quick because that's how you were sleeping.
She's not fucking sleeping. She ain't got no goddamn. I completely forgot I took off the mic.
Yeah,
hi, guys.
I was gonna say, you unmuted yourself. Hey.
It's all good.
Yeah. Right.
They said hi.
Clearly, I'm here with my baby Abby.
Oh, excuse me.
And I got freaked out.
Sorry,
guys.
The seat's coming down.
Come in and say hi. The camera's, it's right here.
That was fantastic.
It's Abby.
Hello.
They say
that
hello.
Was fantastic.
I got the headphones on. You can't hear shit.
That was fantastic. You muted yourself and you went like that, and I was like, "What the fuck happened?"
Because I was about to just like, okay, cool. You just sit here in the chair, whatever. And then the minute I go like that, I see her. I was like, "What the fuck is that?"
I heard you talking. I I thought she was sleeping.
I would think that she would be sleeping too, but nah, she's just, here up because tomorrow's a day off, and my spirit is somewhere floating around this room. If someone can catch it, like Peter Pan.
So back on your body.
She muted herself to get scared and then unmuted herself to be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yep.
I know what's going on. Someone's like, what happened? Reflex. Anything bad happens to me, I'm who the fuck are you?
It's on record. It's on record. This is not a drill.
No. Mayday. Man down. With the drink. Oh shit. That was a villainous move.
Now that's how a heel works.
When you give people
Oh shit.
Okay.
All right.
You can join her. She's waiting. Yeah, hold on.
She was waiting.
BRB, guys.
All right.
BRB.
All right.
I'm
Don't get scared this time.
I'm not gonna.
You're
snorting?
safe.
I can't handle the situation that I walked into. Because I heard you talking. I was like, oh, Gigi's on her podcast. Okay, let me be quiet. Because Riley's sleeping and Gigi's on her podcast.
No. Well, you got one right. One out of the two right. I was definitely on the podcast. That little bitch ain't sleeping for shit.
Angle as you walk in.
Oh man.
So I dead ass thought that. Yeah, I did think that. I knew that she was coming. I just didn't hear the door. So I'm over here, shooting the shit with you guys. And next thing you know, I just see her body, and she's just like, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? The way where I see my door is like I can only see like half of the door from my angle. So all I see is like half of a body, and I'm like,
Is that what does she have?
It's a blanket.
Okay.
It's a blanket. It's a Wonder Woman blanket.
I thought I saw sleeves. That's why I was gonna say blanket, but I was like, is that a jacket?
I thought the same thing.
No, it's a Wonder Woman blanket. It's not even cold. I'm hot. You're being a villain.
Yeah.
You're being a villain.
Well,
You're
at
just
least
totally invading the. You know what? It's okay because we're talking about villains today. Can you name me one bad guy on WWE right now? Who? Poo-poo.
Baron Corbin.
Poo-poo. Baron Corbin. Yes.
He's poo-poo.
Yo, I love that when Pat McAfee was talking about Baron Corbin, he was like, wait, are we going back to broke-ass Corbin again? I was like, word. I remember broke-ass Corbin. Like, she's still in shock a little bit.
That was some of his best work, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man, absolutely.
Grandma got you?
Absolutely.
Best work.
Yo, oh man.
Is it?
I'm putting it on mute.
That threw off the whole energy because I'm still fucking laughing. I'm replaying this in my head. I swear to God, that's what's replaying in my head.
Oh, we need Pro to do a video for that.
Oh man.
Oh shit, that's great. Give me one moment, please.
At least we know Jameson don't stunt your reflexes.
No.
Oh shit. We take another sip.
For the next one. Just in case.
Yeah, just in case. We may not know what happens tonight.
All right, give me 1 minute, y'all.
All right. Oh man, Lay.
Yes, sir.
Bring it back home, Lay. Bring it back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So the point of this episode from the start was the heels.
Yes.
That's what we're going with. And heels can sometimes shock you, as Gigi was shocked. Surprise you with a running. See?
There you go.
We're gonna play this back a couple of times, by the way. Just throwing it out there for you. There's gonna be a short of this.
Oh yeah.
Make no mistake about it.
This is gonna be the joke for the This is the clip that he's gonna post on Instagram. We're gonna talk that shit, and next thing you know, Gigi.
Listen, you don't know this, but it's already in post production right now.
Oh yeah,
you already got it. You already got it.
Yeah. Just think when Lay turned around, like, you was either afraid of the heel. I got it. I got the cuts going through my mind right now. That's it. I just need the song.
Oh,
I need the background music to be to be menacing. That's all.
We're fucking A. Fucking A. Son of a bitch. Yo, that shit really shocked. I wasn't ready. She told me too, like where she was at. She was taking a cab. I was like, all right, cool, whatever. We're just shooting the shit. I'm not paying attention to time here. All right. That's the one thing I'm trying to not pay attention to is fucking time right now. I am paying attention to how empty this cup is. Oh my god, what the fuck? What the?
I forgot how to open it.
Yeah.
Shut up.
That's all she said.
Yeah.
There was still some in here.
Yeah, it's like there's some. There's like a drop left.
There's still some. Aha!
There you go.
And that's what it was. I needed that little some.
Yes.
To hook up.
Yeah.
I mean,
get the adrenaline pumping again.
Get I'm telling you, so like my door's this big, right? Well, maybe not this big. We have a small ass door, but nonetheless, let's just say, hypothetically speaking, the door is this big. Where I'm sitting at, I could only see this part of the door, and it's really towards the corner, not where like my doorknob is at. So all I see is a black t-shirt and jeans. I don't even see like a face or anything like that. So understand. That's where it came. And then by the time my shock value came in, I realized, oh, it's my bestie. What's that bitch? You fucking bitch. You didn't see me. You didn't know. I wouldn't have jumped that much, right?
Wrestling is very serious to us.
Wrestling is very serious and very... Oh, she knows. She's lived with me for... She's lived... Let me tell you right now. This girl has lived with me and survived. I swear, I think about Taz every time I have to say shit like that. She's lived with me for maybe 8-9 years. Straight. Not broken up, straight. All right. She understands that wrestling comes before her. She understands that wrestling is life. And she understands that it's real to us, damn it. I forced her to go to a house show event with me because I bought tickets for my dad. And my dad was like, well, I can't go. And I was like, well, it looks like you're going to your first wrestling event. And she's like, oh, do I have a choice? No. Let's go. And I took her to Madison Square Garden and she was like, this is pretty fucking cool. That's good. So every other wrestling event we're going to go to, I'm just going to buy you a ticket. And sure enough, every other wrestling event that we go to, I'm like, I'm buying you a ticket. I don't fucking care. You can pay me back if you want to. You don't have to pay me back. Bitch, you're going.
Nice.
And she's like, I really don't have a say in it. And then when we started meeting some of our other friends with wrestling, she's like, I didn't have a say in it at all. And then the wrestling heads is like, well, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. That you're supposed. If you live with a wrestling fan, you must attend to the shows, unless that person don't like you, and then they're not gonna invite you.
Word.
But yeah, she was able to talk about. She actually met Mick Foley, and she didn't realize she was having a good chit chat conversation with Mick Foley at the airport. And so after her conversation, And then she texts me. She's like, I think I was talking to Mick Foley. We were talking about a book I was reading and and he was telling me he was coming from Wisconsin because he was just doing a comedy show. And I was like, there's no way you met this guy. And I sent a picture of Mick Foley, and she was like, actually, yeah, that's the same guy I talked to. I knew it was Mick Foley. I was like, bitch, take a picture. His flight already boarded. And I'm like, you failed me. You have failed the city.
Yes.
You have failed the city.
Word.
You fucked up. I said that.
That's
strike
like, one.
I told her, I was like, expect the locks to be changed. Don't come back here.
He's like, I need a break from you.
How dare you meet a hardcore legend before me, think it might be him, realize it is him, and don't even fucking take a picture. Get it? What? Right. Just a picture. Just a picture, just like with a thumbs up because of have a nice day. You know, nothing. Moment. It's okay. I met Mick Foley already. He's a very wonderful human being. But at that point in time, no. I was telling her to kick rocks. I was like, nope, don't come back home. You're not wanted until you get me that goddamn picture.
Word. Yo, you know, Nick Foley's website has like 83 emails, and I emailed one of them. The closest it was to something of him coming somewhere. I emailed one of them, and I haven't heard back from him. I'm trying to get him on the show also. You know?
Let's go.
Hey, I shoot for the stars.
Definitely. I think I posted Mick Foley and Terry Funk on my stories as well.
You did, yeah.
Hardcore legends. Man,
Terry doing better, man.
It's great to see him, but man, that shit breaks my heart at the same time.
Yeah.
Está viejito ya.
I mean, there's only so much your body can handle.
Yeah, the wrestling style wasn't exactly Miz way. You know what I'm saying? He wrestled the opposite. He did not give about his body.
And that was towards the older, like him in the older years. When he was younger, like he was like a technical wrestler and all that. And then the older he got, the more hardcore he got. Like ECW did him no favors. He's like, oh,
no,
y'all motherfuckers think you hardcore?
The Japan death matches did him no favors.
Yes, yeah,
that's what it was. He went there and said, "Oh, this is hardcore," and then he went to ECW and said, "You guys are cute."
Yeah,
he's like, you guys don't have anything exploding here.
I don't care if you ripped your fucking bicep apart.
Absolutely.
You finished the match, goddammit. You got two arms.
You tape it up. You finish it, baby.
Yeah. And while you're taping it up, I'm gonna fuck you up while you're taping it up too. We're not stopping the match so you can tape it up. Find time, motherfucker. Oh man, the good old days. Now fucking someone scratches their forearm.
Interesting.
They fucking fined $300,000.
Only with WWE.
True.
AEW looks like
if you don't bleed. Yeah, if you don't bleed in AEW, they fine.
You get fined.
Yeah.
Oh, then your man Wheeler's gonna be good for years.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, that match.
Yeah.
I'm surprised the fans haven't started blading themselves.
But that match that he had with John Moxley though. Oh, that's an instant classic.
Is it?
I believe so.
Huh?
Is it so? Did you appreciate that match? Because this is an anti-Mox guy here.
I didn't get a chance.
I get shit for not liking the Miz, but
I didn't get a chance to see the match.
Oh, watch it.
Yeah, I saw the highlights of it. Anyway. Yeah, I saw the highlights of it. And listen, I'm not an anti-Moxley guy. What I am is not appreciative of his total ring psychology. I don't like the superhero shit.
Touche.
The same way you don't like how The Miz wrestles safely. I don't like the fact how his knee hurt the entire match, and then he used it as a leverage to pin someone. It's like, wait a minute.
Sorry, I apologize. You mistake it. The Miz doesn't wrestle safe. He just sucks. But I digress. Speaking of heels, from the Miz, a heel, right? Because he's a heel, right?
He's supposed to be
You
the
guys,
greatest heel
have
that we
been
have.
selling me on great heel.
Oh no.
Anyway,
No. We're
but
just
some
reading the
people-
brochure. That's what he is.
Listen. I have mixed feelings about that. I feel like Miz's character could only be a heel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's no way he can be a babyface. I think they tried him being a babyface once.
Yeah.
And
it was awkward.
It was with the Fiend.
It was very awkward. It didn't fit him. It didn't fit him at all. You know? Miz being a heel, he is a great performer overall, and I'm not going to say the greatest, and I am going to put him in the great category because this man doesn't get injured except for that one fucking time. All right? So he's very careful, not only to himself, but to his opponents. It might not always be a 5-star match. How sometimes some of the matches is not even a 1-star match. But you know what? The fact that he plays the heel part in every angle as much as he could by hating on the fans, by annoying the fans, by annoying his opponent that he's with. I mean, he can catch heat like that instantly. Instant heat. And it's mainly because he was on the Real World, and we saw him as a reality TV star who is trying to come into a business that he has no business of. But he has stepped up on that ladder. His promos are probably one of the best promos that I put his promos over a lot of A, new wrestlers, B, some veteran wrestlers. Yeah. All right, there's some people that just can't talk on the mic. Bret Hart, best there is, best there was, best there ever will be. Shitty on the microphone though sometimes. A lot of the times. Miz over Bret Hart when it comes to mic promo. And I hate to say it because it's Bret Hart and he's a legend and I love him to death. But there's certain people. Sometimes AJ Styles, his promos are good, but Miz just keeps Miz doesn't elevate himself as much as I would like for him to, because I feel like he can. He's just literally, as Cody said, and I hate to use, he's the same guy. At least even Jericho being a heel, he has changed within the times. And he has redesigned himself in certain decades and everything like that. Like he's done the repackaging of himself.
Well,
but Jericho, the Miz, this was the pros and cons about the Miz. He's great at being a heel, but he's consistently being the same person. I would rather have a darker side of Miz, you know, just to be an asshole.
Hold on, real quick. I'm gonna take a side of lay here. The reason why we can't get a darker side of Miz is because it won't be believable. The Miz's character is all about actual self-doubt and trying to prove that he's somebody that he believes you don't think he is. Like he doesn't have the confidence to just be, so he exaggerates everything he does. So if he comes out being mean,
the ability of being malicious. He has it in him to be malicious.
But
that's like there's different levels of a heel. You have to. It's not just the cheap heat or anything like that.
Are you familiar with Loki from the MCU? So have you seen the Loki show on the Disney Plus show? All right, so he makes reference to the fact that he doesn't like hurting people. He just has to go there so people can fear him. I would put Miz in that category. I would put Miz in that category where it's like he acts tough and that shit so people can try to, like he can seem serious. But when it actually comes down to being malicious, I don't think the Miz has it in him. Because if he would have had it in him, that would have been character growth with him and the Fiend. The Fiend literally threatened his daughter in his house.
That's true.
So Gigi, I want to go ahead.
I forgot about that.
Gigi, I want to thank you. because you said something I said, and I got shit from it and all kinds of angles from.
No.
Shut your mouth. Shut
You
your
don't
mouth.
listen. You don't
Shut your
listen.
mouth. You let me finish. Shut your mouth.
When his hand goes up, your mouth goes shut.
No. That's the thing. You see, that's the thing.
That is the dumbest thing ever, but it was an appropriate time for it.
I see you like going like this, like wait.
The first time he said that, I was like, yo, somebody punch him in the mouth. But you know what's funny? And he did make a great point when he said that after he goes, yo, I have a mic. I'm always going to be louder than you guys.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, that's genius. Yo, he's one of the few wrestlers that understands I don't have to scream because I have a mic. But you made a great point. It was a point that I made.
When Gigi said it was with love. You said it with hate.
Whatever.
We don't accept
the
hate.
point is, it's the same point said in different ways, but it's the same point. And I said, yo, he's been the same guy through the whole thing. These guys, and then this one, we'll play it back, by the way, because it's legit.
No.
We'll play it back.
I would say the same thing.
He's changed.
He has changed.
He wears a suit now. That's what changed. He's not in that stupid fedora with those shorts. When
Jericho turns heel, his character is different because of what he wears and what he says. But the character is mostly the same character. It's mostly the character he's playing now with the Jericho Appreciation Society is very similar to him in WWE. Soak it in, man. It's very close to that.
But is it like the Jericho with the suit who was a complete asshole? Remember that Jericho, the guy with the suit? He was a complete douche. He wasn't funny. He was just a dick.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't even trying to be funny. But then there's a Jericho with the list that's funny. You're on the list. The Miz has never done that. If I'm wrong, prove it. But if I'm not, you know.
Miz has never been one of those hot heels that can actually turn the crowd over unless the crowd genuinely doesn't like the other person. Like that one time where the Miz was talking shit about John Cena, and it happens to be in a town where everybody fucking hated John Cena, and although they didn't like the Miz, you have a choice: John Cena or a Miz. So we're gonna boo the shit out of John Cena, and every time the Miz said something about John Cena that seems like facts, we're like cheering him on and everything like that. The only time that Miz would be a baby face is that if he had to fight John Cena, where we all said, "Yo, fuck John Cena."
Oh, he's in Cleveland.
Word.
That's where he's from. That's where he's from. So look, two things. Pimp. First of all, Lucky had said before. The guy that wrestled Austin, Kevin Owens, best character actor in the thing. And then he said, Kevin Owens is better than The Miz. And then down here says, don't be like toe tags.
Don't be like what? Don't be like toe tags.
Yeah, because it's very hard to be right all the time.
But
Pimp.
Lucky,
it's very hard to be righteous. And the hand of 1-800-FACTS. All right, Pimp. There's no emotion here. I don't speak off emotion, Pimp. I speak off of straight fucking facts. There's nothing about me that's opinionated in this whole fucking thing. I'm 100. I'm clean. You see the face? The face don't break. I'm sorry, Lay. The face don't break. I'm serious right now. This is me being serious. There's no smile on my fucking face, Pimp. I'm not bullshitting you. It's 100% facts. No one's coming in my door scaring me, and no one's gonna put on a suit being an asshole. That's all I'm fucking saying. I'm not in a Tesla right now, Pimp. This is fucking facts. So, The Miz is one of the greatest fucking heels nowadays.
So why are we gonna bring about
legitimately
the guy that shows no emotion is showing emotion now.
That wasn't emotion.
Why are we gonna bring that up? Why are we gonna bring that up, man? Why are you gonna bring the fuck? Listen, the people that just followed now, they don't need to know. No. The people that just followed now, they don't need to know about that. They don't need to know about that.
They're gonna know about it tomorrow.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm shooting the.
What are you doing?
I'm not getting emotional. Y'all getting emotional. I don't get emotional, all right? Y'all getting emotional.
Well, you seem like an emotional bitch right now.
No,
so.
y'all pissed off. I'm in the zone.
I'm not pissed off. Look, no, I'm not pissed off at all.
I'm in the zone
of denial. That's the zone you're in right now. You're denial.
And now
So
another
you
fact
think,
break.
So
Go follow
so
follow Heels Liz on Instagram
Hey,
because she hooked up Gigi with the cup of
yes,
the
I
84-ounce
love it.
cup of Jameson.
How did
Pat
they
McAfee
go from 64 to 80 something?
take over
How did
the
they do
Miz.
that?
You stretched
Again,
it. You stretched it when you
I
opened
didn't
it up.
stretch shit. What do you mean? No.
You were like-
If that was the case, the scenario, then my Jameson bottle should be fucking stretched out. Shit. And have that shit refilled at the same fucking time.
Pat McAfee could easily take over the Miz. I don't think so. Pat McAfee.
Pat McAfee. Gotta love Pat McAfee.
He's right about one thing about the Miz. He's not an.
I don't agree with Jim Cornette about.
Oh, that's a good one. I don't agree with most of it. I don't like what. I don't like
one with
Jim
the Miz.
Cornette at all.
He's not an actual, but he
you know,
just plays
every-
one on TV.
Every clock is wrong twice a day.
He's a superstar.
Is wrong twice a day.
Right, twice
A
a day.
superstar. He's not a wrestler.
Yeah,
he
broke
clarified that with Cody,
Hold
which,
up.
by the way, I enjoy the fuck out of that promo. Because you can tell that fucking Cody was still in the AEW lingo.
I have a question. I have a question. This is a legitimate question, and I want everybody in the chat to answer the fucking question. I want you guys to answer the fucking question.
I'm not ready for this shit. Go ahead.
Do you classify John Cena as a fucking wrestler?
No.
Okay,
He's a sports entertainer.
Then the Miz is not a wrestler. I will agree the Miz is not a wrestler. If anybody in that chat says that John Cena is a fucking wrestler, I swear to fucking God, I'm banning you off of YouTube, and you have to watch us on Twitch because we still need the fucking views. But I'm not emotional, and I'm just telling you straight out.
You are emotional. Why? Look how you acted. This is how bitches be
I'm gonna
acting.
go to your house.
Why you spazzing?
And I'm gonna eat your fucking hot dog. I'm gonna go to your house and I'm gonna eat your fucking hot dog.
Why you gotta take that extra mile? Why you gotta go for the food? Why you gotta go for the hot dogs? All right,
I'm a grown boy.
No, nigga, you just angry and mad, and by the time you get there, you're gonna be hungry, and that's why you're going to go for it. Even I have to say no. Listen, who you hurt? He hurt himself, girl. I don't know what's going on. He hurt his goddamn self.
You know who hurt him? The truth.
No, it's not the fucking truth. Because it's the truth. No, don't give me this bullshit. Don't give me this bullshit. Listen, Goldberg, John Cena, Hogan, and all the other fucking bodybuilders in this fucking in this business went to the gym one time at the right time, and someone said you should be a wrestler, and they became wrestlers. The Miz dreamed about being a fucking wrestler and became a character on fucking reality TV so he could fit in, and said, you know what? I want to be a fucking wrestler. The same thing that all of us said at one point of our fucking lives. He went down the fucking hard road with the history of being a reality star, and already that hindered him. And he dealt with the shit. He had to fucking dress in the fucking bathroom signing tickets. And he still became 2-time Grand Slam champion. I don't give a shit if he can't fucking wrestle. The accomplishments that this man made after the shit that he went through, I have to give him the fucking respect. And if I'm the only one giving him the fucking respect, then I'm willing to die on this fucking hill. And I don't give a shit. Cena's not a fucking wrestler.
Listen, the Miz
I'm not emotional.
Oh my God. Listen. Maybe I should send you some Jameson.
I love the passion, but he's still ass.
Listen, I am a misfit. However, he's not.
I just see your daughter laughing.
I'm done, yo. That shit carries and the door is fucking closed, dude. All right. God damn. I don't even know what she's watching right now.
It's right
oh
here.
Man.
Word. But again, Gigi, you're a misfit.
I am a misfit. I even got the Miz. Where is that motherfucker? Right there. Right here. And this little scene, beautiful, wonderful, elite. Yes. I got the Miz. All right. WrestleMania. All right. When he was the champion. All right. And it's mad dusty, which I'm going to put it right back, but it's okay. I got to clean my room anyway. All right. I have this. This was one of the best birthday gifts I got. We're not going to talk how many moons ago, but nonetheless, obviously when he was champion. All right. Do the math, folks. Google it. However, he is not the best heel. He's a heel because, again, the people don't see him any other way. There's no way you can make this guy into a baby face. He's heel by default. In all honesty, he's heel by default. Because
Besides
there's
Paul
no
Heyman,
way.
who's better than him right now? And he said
Paul
he'll give you
Heyman?
100. He'll give you 100 for that.
As a
that
heel?
figure.
No. Fuck you. That's a birth. No. But listen, you're still my friend, and I still need that ride, and we're still gonna go and hang out in Brooklyn next week. I appreciate you, but no.
Fan, Kenny.
No, you're. I just said I'm a misfit, and you're trying to get that off of me, nigga.
You know it's real when she
You're
starts
my
with
friend, but
fuck
we're
you.
not that good of a friends. Fuck out of here.
awesome.
All right, that's my shit.
awesome.
Damn,
Word.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. I don't
awesome.
even
That's
have that.
awesome.
Listen, I understand your pain.
And on
But then I would have an emptiness pain if that spot was like, look, pow. It's even Stevens. You can't fuck up the arrangements, man.
Word.
I'm sorry. Oh, I hit Selena Vega. It's okay. It's okay.
No respect, not even in the figures. Listen, am I saying that this guy is the fucking best wrestler in the world? No, I said this shit already. There's a video of me saying this shit. I'm just saying that this fucking guy deserves more respect than what these fucking people are giving him. Yeah, he does.
But he hasn't really evolved. That's the thing. He's still the same Miz. He went from fedoras to a long jacket. Oh,
but
I know what he evolved to. He put that new Naruto fucking headband on his head so that way he can feel fucking special and shit like that. Oh, and he put on the steampunk glasses, right? The big ass fucking circle ass shits that Becky Lynch originally already had, but we're not going to get into that. But this is the thing. The Miz is a heel by nature, yes, but he also copies from other heels as well instead of being original.
And he's still one of the most relevant wrestlers today.
Yeah, because he's one of the wrestlers that normally doesn't get was injured that much, one, and two, gets easy heat because it's the Miz. He gets easy heat. For a long time, Shawn Michaels also got easy heat, and that was easy.
Would you rather the Miz evolve into Edge, the fake Undertaker?
No, because Edge, and it's just that's a different subject. We're not gonna go into that right now. We're not. Listen, because Edge as a heel, as the rated R superstar, was probably the greatest Edge that we had as a heel. Granted, his best work was also with the Brood as well. We can never kind of dismiss that, but for being on his own, rated R superstar Edge was probably the best heel Edge that we've had. This whole, ministry fucking House of Black from Wish.
Yeah,
it's not really working. And I just hope that it just elevates the superstars that's going to be in this faction. One, for Damian Priest. Damian. Because I heard we're dropping Priest.
Puto. That's what he is.
What?
I think they're changing his name to Puto.
Puto? I'll take it. He's a sexy puto.
That's
he might be, but he's the Miz is better than him. And I'm not getting emotional. The Miz bought into his character, whether it didn't evolve or not. Damian Priest had 7 characters in the last 2 weeks. And now all of a sudden he's a god that can turn off the lights and make shit purple.
You can still wrestle.
He can still wrestle.
Can he with his bow-leggedness?
Because
Matt Hardy
is wrestling with his bow-leggedness.
Yeah,
but Matt Hardy's bow-legged.
Yeah, but Damian Priest looks awkward. Like to be honest, it's hard. Kenny, it's hard to watch his fucking matches on Raw. Like
you can't be upset because not everybody has the same chemistry with the next person. Well, all the people that Damian Priest, in all honesty, all the people that Damian Priest have actually had actual chemistry with in the ring either A, are sitting in catering, or B, got released from WWE from 2020 to 2021 on some real ass shit.
My man
Like
had matches with Finn Balor, with AJ Styles, with Ricochet, and with fucking with the fucking Miz. If it wasn't for Bad Bunny, he wouldn't have. That match in WrestleMania wouldn't have been shit. Come on, man. Yo, I gave him all the chances in the fucking world. When he came out and literally said on the mic, "I'm here to waste your fucking time," I lost respect for him. At least the Miz can't wrestling never came out and said, "I'm here to waste your time." He gave us the best he could in any of this shit.
He did though.
Anyway,
if his best is shit, at least he still gave us the fucking best he could.
Yeah,
and right now, Damian Priest is still doing the best that he can, especially with
he's phoning it in, ladies and gentlemen, with the 1990s phone, that big brick shit. That looks like a fucking cup. This is him phoning.
You're mad at the direction that they have given him. He's just trying to take the ball and fucking run in it.
Oh, I'm mad at the ball that he took. He took the wrong ball and walked with it.
Oh, it's either that or be stuck in catering. Listen, it's either being stuck with Edge or be stuck in catering. And I don't care.
Oh, no. I'm not mad at him being stuck with Edge. I'm not mad at him being Jekyll and Hyde. I'm not mad at him being fucking Santa Maria, fucking Puerto Rican judo. I'm not mad at none of that shit. I'm mad at the performance he gives. My man came out and said, well, look, I got the shit on my tights, so I'm Puerto Rican now. I don't have to be anything other than that. There's no more Puerto Rican because Bad Bunny's gone. And now I'm going to be somebody with a split personality. You kicked me in the nuts. That's fine. You smacked me in the face during the match. He turned into King Kong. And then what? Out of nowhere, I'm just going to stand here and now I'm supposed to be this mystical fucking guy? Like, bro, you want to talk about character progression. His story progressed before he did. My man is literally giving me jack shit. He is the definition of a starfish. You know when you having sex and there was a starfish laying on the fucking bed? That's him. You're trying everything you can to make this fucking bitch do something. And she like this. That's Damian Priest. The WWE's trying everything they can to get this fucking Puerto Rican over. And he's like this.
He's not.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Tell me it's not. We sit there for 3 hours and I'm still like, yo, Breeze, what the fuck, son? I was behind them. And he literally took the mic and said, I am here to waste all of your fucking money. All of your fucking money and all of your fucking time. Every time I come out here. Not today, not tomorrow, every time. And now I'm with Edge. And Edge goes, guess what? I'm going to make it even stupider. The man that never gave a shit about the fans is going to tell me the day he stopped caring about what we think is when he gained unnatural powers? The fuck? That's like Randy Orton turning around like, stop giving a shit what you think. Nigga, you never gave a shit about what we think. Come on. But y'all worrying about the Miz not evolving? I wouldn't evolve either if that's what the fuck it has. Like, that's like the fucking Miz evolving into somebody with no legs. Like, what the fuck is this?
Might be a better wrestler then.
He might be.
Like Santana and
Ortiz, he'll still be the top Puerto Rican.
It's not a gimmick. It's all Santana and Ortiz. Yeah, but there's a difference. They let Santana Ortiz beat the Mortys from the Bronx. You know that they have the hood with them. They can't bring that to WWE. They can, but they'll water it down like everything else that they do. And they wouldn't even do that. They'll fucking put them as traveling agents, like they did with my boys with the Colognes. All right, we're gonna travel the world and everything. It's not a gimmick. That's the thing.
Because they're from the Bronx, they be selling the candy.
It's a lifestyle. It's a different lifestyle. You know.
Yeah. But
even in WWE, he was what? An archer of the night. Some bullshit like that.
He had a bow and arrow. I don't know what
archer, pimp.
Yeah, he had a lot of holes when he won the title.
I have no idea.
Yeah, Infernoist.
I got so lost, and then next thing when he came out, I was like, why is he at a club with a holy shirt?
My man, no, not even that. He was in a hot tub.
Yes.
With the belt.
That's right. He was in the hot tub, and I'm like,
he was in the hot tub with the belt after he won the belt. Like the hot tub was in the back of a fucking car or some shit. Like it wasn't, but it was like there was a random ass hot tub in the back of fucking NXT Performance Center. And he's just like, I'm just chill here with my bitches.
I'm like, oh, what does this have to do with anything? Still don't know what his character is. Even with Edge, I don't know what he is. I don't know what Edge is either.
I think that they're still trying to figure that out. But at the same time, if that's the case of scenario, what about Ezekiel?
That's Elias's younger brother. It was confirmed by Gargano. That's Elias's younger brother.
Gargano or Ciampa?
Both of them.
I thought it was Ciampa on Raw. I'm like, Ciampa was on Raw, bro. Like, where are you getting Gargano from? Is there a picture on the internet that I'm aware of?
I get them mixed up because Ciampa is the last thing I think of, and he looks like a Gargano. It's like, if he came in Gargano, I was like, yeah, he got the face for a Gargano.
Bueno.
He don't have the face for a Sammy, but he got a face for a Gargano. I get him mixed up sometimes. What do you want from me? I'm not emotional, all right? As hard as you guys are trying to act to get me to go off.
It's okay. It's okay to be emotional. We understand. Listen, I'm a bitch. I understand emotion about it over everything. I understand. You are emotional. You have emotions. All right? I get it. You trying to channel your Whitney Houston emotions, all right? Or Mariah Carey emotions, or whatever fucking singer that decided to sing about emotions. That's you. That was you right now. Like a canary, just going all off about the Miz and just being all up about your emotions. And we just wanted to make sure that you are okay because you're our friend. You're a fucker, but you're a friend. A fucker with emotions. It's okay. FOE.
The fucking facts here.
Tofo. Friend of emotion.
And you were not emotional. And like someone said, yelling isn't being passionate. It's just being emotional. But, you have your opinion. It's a wrong fucking opinion, but you have your opinion. And I respect it.
It's not an opinion. It's a
I
fucking
respect
fact.
your opinion. I respect your opinion. I do. It's okay.
It's a okay. Fucking fact. It's a fucking fact.
It's okay.
Like James Howlett changed his name to Warrior. I'm going to change my name to Facts.
Okay.
Toe facts.
You want.
We got the car facts. You got the toe facts.
It's okay.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Awesome.
At what point do we just take what we see as is? You think priests don't give effort? Finn and Ricochet also don't have characters. They might do more in the ring, but somehow they're less relevant. They're less relevant because they're surrounded by hokey pokey people. That's the thing. It's a shame when you have someone who has a character. Finn Balor has a character. He has the demon.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Absolutely.
He has the demon, and that could have gone so many ways. Yes, we don't want to see the demon at every pay-per-view and stuff like that, but that's what makes it that much special. But they don't highlight that. They only highlight happy going Finn Balor, Rainbow Finn Balor, everything else Finn Balor. But we don't acknowledge him as a champion, unfortunately, and he has a title. And I don't even know whether he defends it on Raw or SmackDown. Like, I'm confused. Is it a Raw title or is it SmackDown?
He's gonna defend it on Raw against Theory.
And isn't Ricochet going to defend his title again, even though he lost it not too long ago to, oh my God, now his name is fucking Ricochet lost his title to Drew Gulak.
Yes.
At a house show event. And apparently Drew Gulak lost it back to Ricochet. So now we have a title for Ricochet to defend on Monday Night Raw. Am I seeing this correct, or was that on SmackDown? Or am I just imagining things? I'm pretty sure he has a title. Oh, with the two fucking, with the tag team.
Jose Lotharios. Yeah,
There you go.
I heard that too. The house show before WrestleMania SmackDown, he lost the title, and then now he's
Right.
defending it in the triple threat match. I didn't know he lost it again and then won it back. It's like shit. How is all this shit happening before SmackDown? It's literally last week. like what the fuck? Like how is Ricochet getting more wrestling on days they don't even record? Like
because
at the Performance Center, he's defending the title.
Because what they forgot to tell us is that he's also the 24/7 champion and he can lose it at any given time.
I get it. Yes, that's me.
Oh shit, that's great.
Oh man. Fucking show.
Going on?
It's show's fault.
It's show's fault?
Yeah.
How, Sway?
He came earlier. And he
Okay.
showed us, yeah, that's what it was. He threw up the whole dynamic.
So wait. So you think that The Miz is the greatest heel that is out right now, or that is just for the WWE? I want to clarify that.
Oh, no, in the WWE, he's the best heel they got right now.
In AEW? Who's the best heel?
Shit, me and Dave spoke about it before. It's like right now MJF just because he's an asshole, but it's not.
He's just an asshole. He's not a heel.
The difference.
He's a heel.
All right.
Again, by nature.
I'm gonna clarify it. Roman Reigns is the best heel WWE has right now because he's the top guy and no one can beat him. Yeah, he's the one. The Miz, throughout his era, has became one of the top heels. That's what I'm trying to say. In his era, when he started to now, he's one of the top heels in the history of WWE. Am I wrong? There isn't many top heels. When you have the whole generation ran by Cena, that you had Orton, who literally didn't give a shit and was just giving us whatever. You had Edge, who was thrust upon us because Cena needed an opponent, and CM Punk, who short-lived his heel run because he got tired of the shit and left. CM Punk's heel run actually was pretty much overshadowed by Cena. Because if Cena wasn't there, we would be talking about CM Punk being one of the greatest champions WWE had in this era. But he didn't even get a chance to main event his fucking pay-per-views. But what I'm saying is, consistently, you put The Miz against the guy that you want to put over. That makes a good heel. It's like Baron Corbin now. When The Miz leaves, Baron Corbin would take that spot as a top heel. Am I calling him Sergeant Slaughter? No. Am I calling him Ric Flair? No. But as a top heel, I would say $1 Million Man. The guy you need to put in there to get someone over. It's Edge's fault that shit went bad in Royal Rumble. Look at Lay. Look at Lay. He knows he wants to agree with me, but deep down in his mind, he's like, I can't fucking do anything for Miz.
I don't, but
No.
it makes you feel better. You sleep well at night with it.
Oh, no. It's just
Like
the
I
fact,
said,
bro.
dude,
I just think the facts.
Dude, it's a beautiful opinion. And you know what? No matter what, even if you have that opinion, I'm here for you.
I hear you because you know it's the fucking facts, bro. You know it's the fucking facts.
Yeah. It's facts in your opinion, which is beautiful.
No, it's not an opinion. This is what we do.
It is an opinion.
An opinion to me is
an asshole that everybody has.
Heel. No, an opinion to me is Finn Balor would be the best heel that we would have ever seen if they let him be a heel. Mm-hmm. That's an opinion because we don't get to see that in the main roster. You saw a snippet of it in NXT, but we don't get to see it in the main roster. An opinion is Karrion Kross on Raw would have been a good opponent for whoever the WWE champion was, but we didn't get to see that because he's gone. Opinion for me is Samoa Joe would have been an awesome fucking guy to put up against Roman Reigns while Roman Reigns is doing it. That's an opinion because we don't get to see it. We literally seen 13 years of The Miz being in that fucking spot.
Like I said, he's one of the greats. I would say he's not the greatest, but he's one of the greats. And I did say that.
Yeah.
You believe
I'm a
that?
misfit, as you.
Gigi, you believe that, right?
I do. I'm a misfit.
No, yeah.
I do believe that he is one of the great. He's one of a great heel. He's a great heel. One of the greatest heels. He's on that road. He is on that road, but because he has so much time still, left in the tank per se. Honestly, like, you have wrestlers that are heels that go away, come back babyface, whatever the case may be, or they might come back and be a bigger heel than shit. Here he comes doing this dumb, whatever. Nonetheless, I digress. You have people that come and go because of injuries and everything like that. Miz had one injury, and he came back as a heel. He's not believable as a babyface. As to see him as one of the best heels, I wouldn't put him in the top 10 because there's just so much history per se. But he is in the top 20 because he's been consistent as a heel for as long as we can remember. But I won't put him in the top 10. There's just too much greatness. There's too much greatness, between your Bobby Heenans, your Jesse Venturas, Jake the Snake Roberts, great, sensational Sherry for the women, is Luna Vachon. What a fucking villain that woman was.
Ass Master.
Kevin
Sullivan.
What?
Kevin Sullivan.
Well, I was like, I've always forget they call him that.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's certain villains, even Eddie. Woo, what a great villain he was before he became that hero. You can live to be a villain but die as a hero. Same thing as you can live to be a hero but die as a villain. It goes either or depending on the perception of it.
Yep.
Let's see. Austin 316, one of the greatest heels. Until we start realizing we like to curse too. We like to put our fingers up, and we like to tell, in our age, any elders that are either teachers, sometimes your parents on the low, like, fuck you, like, suck it. And what? Nothing. I'm just gonna do this. Things like that. You always have that. And this is the best thing. If you're a wrestling fan, heels can make you hate them or make you love them, depending on how you feel, how you can relate to the heel, or how much you can appreciate the art behind it, behind the character. The Fiend. The Fiend is never a baby face. A man who puts a clown mask on with a Joker ear-to-ear type of smile. Sinister. That just screams, yep. I belong in hell. I'm the devil. I'm the devil's advocate. People loved it. Why? Because a lot of people can be drawn to that type of horror, like, oh my God, or it's just because it's a heel of a character that we just like love to watch because of the art behind it. Then what the Miz does, he's not a wrestler. He is a superstar, from what he said to Cody. And he doesn't collect titles. No, he doesn't collect belts. He collects titles. Excuse me. There's something going on back there. I didn't even know what the fuck was going on.
That's not your door.
No, that's not my door, and I didn't jump.
Yeah. No, but be scared if something comes through the window, though. Like, that's legitimate.
Chill. Yeah. But what essentially is supposed to be a heel, you have people who love it. A real heel, in all honesty, is when no fans love you. Literally no one. Where you're getting threats sent to your house like Sergeant Slaughter did.
Or somebody's
heel.
trying to stab you when you're leaving the arena.
The
Like
heel. The Iron Sheik. Sheiky baby.
Booby.
One of the best heels.
Yeah, but that was a
It's
different
not
time.
my fault, Snitsky, for punting a baby in the crowd. Not a heel, because that shit was funny as fuck, alright?
Yeah, no word.
Like, how you punt a baby? Who? What? That nigga's emotional. That nigga needs a hug. Yeah, I'm trying to go through even like what AEW roster is. Hook is supposed to be a heel, but he's getting so much love that he's a babyface.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lance Archer, good hook. Good hook. Good heel. Excuse me. But it's weird because you see him being mentored by Jake the Snake Roberts. And you don't see much coming out from it.
Yeah. The same shit with Darby Allin and Sting.
Yeah. That's another thing. That's all right. That's Sting's son. Yep. That's his hijo. Absolutely. But what's coming out from that? What's the mentor going? Because I don't see none of them going for titles. Lance Archer was going for titles. But now I see Lance Archer on their YouTube channel. On Dark or Elevation. Maybe even once in a while on Rampage. But I don't see anything sinister or very heelish that comes out from it, except the fact that he beats up his opponents in the back to bring him out to the front. And it's just AEW has so much talent that even though they're rotating it, they're not rotating it with absolutely everybody that they have on the roster.
Yep.
It's like 1 week we'll get Punk, we'll get Keith Lee now, we'll get Swerve, we'll get Bryan Danielson, Moxley, Best Friends, Jurassic Express. You know, and then it also rotates to Adam Cole, Red Dragon, Samoa Joe. Oh, right, their AEW champion, Hangman Adam Page. Then we get these guys, but then the following week we'll get the same guys from 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Like, I want to see Frankie Kazarian back on Dynamite. They're bringing Hook to Dynamite. And I'm like, okay. I like the whole concept of Hook and being whatever, just coming into the ring, fucking up the guy, walking on out, trying to do an interview, doesn't talk, doesn't do no whatever. I'm okay with that. I'm like, all right, I like it for shits and gigs. I'm like, okay, this kid wants to talk. The day, this is the best thing about him. Remember how Dexter Lumis just doesn't talk at all in NXT. He just awkwardly stares at people, right? With his big ass fucking shirtless body and tight ass pants, all right?
Yeah.
Just
And his
awkwardly,
OJ gloves.
right, in his OJ gloves, painting or drawing his victims, his next person's picture and what's happening. Right, exactly. Exactly. All the time. Did not say a word. Just when you think you're about to get a word from him, somebody cuts him off, either talking shit or it's the storyline with Indy Hartwell where she's like, oh my God, babe, what do you think about that? Oh my God, you don't have to say no more. I completely understand. I completely agree. Like, bitch, she didn't say anything in the first place. And they're building that same hype with Hook. So when the moment Hook speaks, it's going to be on some shit where he takes the fucking microphone away from somebody and he actually says a few words. Or he might just do the dickish thing, take the mic and just be like, and then just hits the guy with the fucking microphone you know, to get out of his baby face, because technically is Team Taz and everybody on Team Taz is a heel.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, there's different ways of how we're gonna end up doing with Hook. Either A, he's a baby face because he's super hot in many ways, or B, he's gonna have to change, like, honestly, like, do something shady to Darby Allin, because that's how you're gonna get Hook. Because Darby Allin's loved.
No, yeah, so that's funny. I'm always like, everybody always goes to Darby first. Like, let's go after Darby first.
He's the little guy
everybody loves.
Yeah.
Him and his skateboarding ways.
Yeah.
If you want to put Darby Allin over, this is the thing about AEW. Everybody, all the old heads wants to be mentors, have a faction, mentor only one person. There's a lot of that. It's like little mini territories, right? In AEW, there's mini territories. You have your William Regal territory. You have your Taz territory. You have your Dan, what's his fucking name? Lambert.
Yeah.
Yep.
The MMA.
There you go. You have that territory going on. You still have apparently the Nightmare territory, because you know the fucking Dustin Rhodes is gonna go ahead and sell it. I'm gonna be here for you, Rhodes. I ain't going back to WWE. They can suck my dick, you know.
Word. Then they got the Factory and the Baddies and the Dark Order and the Jurassic Express people, and Chaos is there with Orange Cassidy. Black House of Black.
There's
little. I find that weird. Chaos and Orange Cassidy.
Again, little fractions, all right? That is like little territories. Now, with that being said, they have them, but they're not doing nothing with them. My turf versus your turf. My team versus your team. Your team ain't got shit. My team got this. They're not doing that, and they should do that more often. Because all they're doing is growing. They're just placing these people in, all right, you're going to go with this group. You're going to go with that group. You're going to go with this group. This group is going to elevate you here. But we're not doing anything with them combined together.
I agree.
So when you have that, it's like you're kind of lost of who's a villain, who's a babyface.
Mm-hmm.
If Team Taz is supposed to be villains, what is a babyface doing in the villain's fucking faction?
Yeah.
True.
Because then that creates animosity within the team. And overall, that's Taz's boy. So Taz is like, fuck you, Ricky. Fuck you, Hobbs. Fuck all y'all niggas. I'm Team Taz. I chose you. That's my boy. I don't go, well, why is he getting all the love? Why is he getting the titles? Why not he holds this title and then I go for that title? You know what I'm saying? That creates animosity within a faction. And I don't want to see that in Team Taz. I just want to see Hook being a heel. As he should be.
I see what you
His
did
daddy
there.
was one.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
I see what you did there. I see.
That, I mean, we know what his daddy is. His daddy's Taz, the suplex machine.
That's right.
He was a badass in ECW. And if he didn't break his fucking neck, he still would have been a badass in the ring.
Yep. Eat him if you can. Survive if he let you.
And another great heel quote, but this one from a wrestler. There's always a few. And you had your Bobby Heenan and the Heenan family where they all held the gold. Like that is a successful faction.
Oh, yeah.
When the whole squad holds the gold. That's what Roman wants to do. Have the whole... It would be dope and over on some real ass shit. It would be super dope. Usos get the tag team belts. All right, I got both of these belts. You got boom, boom, bees. You know what? My waist feels a little empty. How about holler at them boys at NXT? I heard you the son of Steiner, but not the good one. You know, I know Big Papa Pump. You look like him. But you ain't him. No. It's the other nigga. He didn't last too long in the business, did he? No, not like your uncle. That man went. Woo. He's unstoppable. You just a bitch boy. You know, shit, something like that. You know what?
Yeah.
But it takes a lot to be a heel. Roman is by far the best heel that WWE has right now.
Yep.
To add him with Paul Heyman, it just adds extra heelness to your card. Charlotte is her own heel. Even though we all hate Ronda Rousey and we think fuck that bitch, we also think sometimes fuck Charlotte, but I gotta give it to her. She is an in-ring performer who performs night in and night out. Doing wild shit. Yeah, I'm not saying she's a wrestler. She can do wrestling moves. I see her more as a sports entertainer until I can see her actually get into a ring. I don't know. She's an excellent acrobatic performer.
All she does is that backflip.
The moonsaults.
Yeah.
You know, on top of that. There's a lot of things that she does. Yes, her father is the dirtiest player in the ring. But
game.
Yeah, it's just I would love to see some wild ass shit, and I'm gonna say it now. I know Charlotte is home blood and breathed in fucking WWE, but I would like to see Charlotte in AEW just to see what the competition will look like with I want to see her in a fight with Britt Baker. I want to see her in a fight with Thunder Rosa, most importantly.
Charlotte?
Yeah.
I mean, I saw her in a match with Asuka. That was enough for me. She could be somebody's manager.
But that's what I'm saying. I want to see her with different women. Like, I'm not saying I want to see her in the organization. I think I just want to see a match. I don't care what fucking organization it is. As long as it's a fucking match and it's actually worthwhile. I want someone to give Charlotte a run for her money, because when she was in her NXT days and just starting out, she was a really legit, wrestling performer. Now as you can tell, is where she doesn't give a fuck. Where Randy Orton loves what he fucking does because he has so much fun with it. And the same thing goes for Brock Lesnar when you see him on the TV, this whole WrestleMania leading up to it.
Yeah.
So,
they look like they're having fun. Charlotte's there looks like she's just there for a job.
Yeah, once they got rid of Andrade and her father, it almost seemed like she became public enemy number one. But, yeah. And the quote from Bobby the Brain Heenan was, "Win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat."
Wait, let me do that move.
Fucking Bobby the Brain Heenan.
One of the greatest managers, Paul Heyman's the greatest advocate.
The greatest Wiseman.
The greatest Wiseman. The greatest promoter. I'm going to put that out there. He's the greatest promoter out there.
Yeah. If he had the same amount of money that the WWE had, if he was running ECW would be here right now. It wouldn't went out of business.
But at the same time, he wasn't making right money decisions, and he even admitted it. But I believe, with everything that's going on in the wrestling world today, I honestly believe that if they were to cut their losses with Paul Heyman or vice versa, he can start his own wrestling organization and it'll still be underneath the name of Heyman Hustle, because he already has that established. Heyman Hustle Wrestling. you know, or it might be even shortened for something else, because obviously it's all about marketing and everything like that. He's smart, but I don't think he wants to go ahead and do that again after already experiencing what he experienced with ECW.
Yeah.
Well, I think he's like, I have my taste. So
you know, I think it was. I think the motivation for ECW was WCW. When he was in the Dangerous Alliance, he was doing some shit that wasn't WCW-esque. He was ahead of the curve there. All of his guys, Ravisher, Rick Rude, Son of Steve Austin, they were supposed to be mid-carders, and they was like at the top, the peak of their careers when they were with him. You know what I'm saying? And then they got rid of him, and it was like, you guys don't know shit, which at that time WCW didn't know shit. They just had generic house. They had house shows on TV pretty much. They didn't have too much storyline. They didn't have any promotion. They just had house shows on TV where the Dangerous Alliance had something. They had a gimmick. And he was like, yo, fuck it. I'm going to show you how to do real wrestling. And he got Tommy Dreamer, who at that time couldn't wrestle a lick. And he became one of the most loved wrestlers that they ever seen. Yeah, Raven and Taz and Sabu, they didn't even touch for a year. And that was a highly anticipated match.
Absolutely.
You can't even, like, nowadays, you can't even fucking have the ink dry before they already put you in a dream match. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You can't build the anticipation, let it simmer. It has to happen tomorrow.
Yep.
Dude, I'm still in Japan. I gotta get over there. I can't give you that match right away. Find a way, bro. It's already booked. Okay. Make it weird.
And the thing with Paul Heyman and Bobby the Brain Heenan is that they were the guys, we're up here. We're on this level. If you're not on this level or close to this level, you're not going to work with me.
Yeah.
And it showed with Ryback. But like Bobby the Brain Heenan, like he worked with Mr. Perfect and Ric Flair because he talked the shit, they backed it up.
Yep.
And the crazy shit was they can talk just as good as shit as he did, but they said you talking from him.
Yep.
Absolutely. And even when he was an announcer, my man, like him and Gorilla Monsoon is priceless. They're my favorite announce team. But
yeah, I agree.
This isn't fair to Flair. Like he was still Flair's manager while he was sitting the fucking on the table, fucking announcing the match.
Yeah. Henan definitely is my favorite heel announcer of all time. Because he, one, like you said, he pushed for his guys, and two, he hated Hogan.
Yeah.
Holy shit, and if he didn't, fooled me. He fooled the fuck out of me, son.
He did his job
He kind of ruined Hogan turning heel.
Yeah, when he's like, is he the third guy?
Is he the third man? I was like, when you're a kid, you don't believe it because you know Hogan, but you look back and I'll go, yo, had I been knowledgeable now back then, I'd be like, yo, he just gave up the whole thing.
But in all honesty, but if this was the WWE doing that, they would have been like, oh, you're just hating on Hogan because you hate Hogan.
No, but he hated Hogan. Hogan in that too.
He did, but it was like turned down. Like in WWF, he hated Hogan at 10. In WCW, he hated him at 5. The humanoids, it was one of those.
You're right.
I gotta keep the gimmick going. But I'm just gonna turn it down a little bit.
Yeah.
That's why it felt weird when he said it, because it was like he didn't hate him as much in WCW than he did in WWE.
That's true.
WWF at that time.
I'm like just looking over some of the best Bobby Heenan quotes, and I'm like laughing because I hear it in my head. A friend in need is a pest.
Yeah.
All right. And tomorrow I'm having a bunch of guests over to my home in Beverly Hills. Turkey for everyone. Only $8 a head at the door.
And then the Gorilla Monster. Oh, would you stop?
Right.
That's the best part.
Oh man. Yeah.
It's a dog eat dog world, and Mr. Perfect is a milk boat.
Oh man.
This is great. Y'all listen to me. You'll go to the top. You don't listen to me. You'll never hear from me.
You never heard of
You never
again.
heard from again. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very accurate. That's extremely accurate with him.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
And it was, man.
It was. He's like, yo, if you're in my camp, you're gonna get title shots. You're gonna win. If you're not, good luck.
And
if
yo,
you're
not
you're Barry Horowitz.
and not for nothing. And I don't think he gets credit at all for this. But I will never forget this. My man got hands better than Austin. Mr. Perfect would throw that towel, just throw it, and Bobby would always catch it. He would always catch. Mr. Perfect is throwing the towel, and you're just catching it like nothing. And I'm like, who's really Mr. Perfect here? Is it Kurt Hennig or is it Bobby the Brain Heenan? Because that's some badass shit. Like, I don't know if they practice that shit or just Perfect just throws it and never knew that Bobby caught it.
I think he threw it in the back of anything. But I don't even think it was like fucking rehearsed. He's just like, yo, I'm just kind of catching. That's it. There was no rehearsal time.
Yeah, Bobby
maybe just to go over the moves, like they always talked about, like Macho Man going over the moves. Another great heel when he wanted to be. All right, and of course you can't forget for the women. In all honesty, the two main women that stick out to me the most when it comes to being a heel is Sensational Sherry, when she was Queen Sherry, Scary Sherry, and Luna Vachon. I know you have Bertha Faye as well. You she was a great heel, but out of those three, that's pretty much it. And Bo Nakano.
She was a scary heel.
Yeah,
she was a scary heel. She was out of that Japanese anime shit that you wasn't ready for.
Her hair always freaked me out. I'm like, how does it stay up like that? I don't know shit about Joe.
And then
or hair holder. I'm just like, that's not normal.
And yo, that's that Aquanet shit, because y'all don't know, back in the day, Aquanet used to hold your shit because your tia had it or your abuelita had it, and their hair used to be styled and pinned out and fluffed out for the whole fucking night. That shit wouldn't move for nothing.
Yeah.
I know that for a fact. I remember that shit. I was like, Aquanet. But okay, hit though. It's gonna make your hair stay. Don't worry, you good. The fuck? Oh shit. But if you fuck with it, your whole shit gets white. So you gotta be like, don't fuck with it. It's a fucking helmet.
And the one talent that the heels had back in the day that they don't have now is that they use the fact that you thought they were afraid of you as an advantage. Like, we all know Macho Man's too crazy to be afraid of Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, but he always put his hands up, backed up, like, no, yo, ref, and then poked him in the eye. It's like he used it as an advantage. You know what I'm saying? Like, he cheated any way he could. Nowadays, they're legit afraid. Like, MJF is legit afraid of Wardlow. He's not gonna be like, no, wait, and then do some shit. Like, I don't see it happen. I think MJF's gonna hire somebody who can do shit. But that's the art of the heel. Like, Eddie had it. Eddie he just was like, oof, here. Oh, he did it. He hurt me. I'm bleeding. Look, I'm bleeding. Like, that was the thing. The heel was that son of a bitch that did anything to get, to win.
A heel lie, a heel cheats, a heel steals, a win.
Yes.
That's what lie, cheat, steal means. We steal the win.
And now the heel gets disqualified. A la Edge.
A la Charlotte for throwing somebody into a table. And that's what everybody does too.
Yeah.
Everybody use it all of a sudden disqualification. I'm like, wait a minute. But that's now? Especially in the Hell in a Cell match? That's weird.
Yeah.
That's a weird disqualification.
Well, remember, Rollins.
Oh my God.
You can hit him with everything except for the hammer.
Yeah,
that's illegal. That's illegal in those qualifications. I will never forget. X-Pac is sitting in that show going, yo, I know I'm not invited here ever again, but how the fuck did he get disqualified in a
disqualification match? The closest that we will ever get of Cody Rhodes versus Triple H, especially with shit that happens, would be Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins.
Yep.
Because we'll never get the one with Triple H, and I'm pretty sure had the shit that not happened with Triple H the way it did, he would have definitely had that match. Like, yo, so I heard all the shit you was talking.
That shit would happen on Monday.
Yeah, that would have happened at WrestleMania.
Yep.
No, maybe actually, yeah, maybe
they would have found a way to make it AEW versus WWE.
Maybe Mania Backlash or Backlash
right?
Mania. I don't
know. It's WrestleBack Mania Lash.
Why are we calling it WrestleMania? We already had WrestleMania. It's not our fault that the Saudis fucking missed it. The fuck? Like, everybody knew the fucking dates. Yeah. All right? Fuck off.
They got the network.
No. Word.
Motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I mean, we're running late. We spoke about heels.
Yeah.
We got
Britt Baker is not the best heel in AEW's women's division. I'm gonna go with legit Layla. I like her as a heel, the way she works in the ring. Britt Baker is more better on the mic overall. Period. I'm trying to think about AEW, like the women's division. Nyla Rose. No. Just straight up, no. There's not. She's a heel.
In the beginning, she was a good heel.
I don't feel like adding Vicky with her really helps her.
You know what the problem is? All of the heels are treated like they're stupid. Like Nyla Rose, when she was a heel with Shida and Rio, she was a dominant person, and they just so happened to squeak away a victory. But now she's like a buffoon. She's looking like Tamina Snuka. You know what I'm saying? Like my man Rosa put the cake in her face, and she's like, "Looking for you, I like cake." And you know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, we don't need. I'm not looking for WWE and AEW. Like, why are the Red Dragons looking like idiots when they're losing to Jurassic Express?
Absolutely.
You know, like, I get some heels benefit from doing that stupid shit, but not all of them should be doing it.
You know what it's just building up story until the big payoff at a pay-per-view. That's, in all honesty, because you have to think about it. It's not like we get a pay-per-view every fucking month with AEW. They believe into long storytelling because essentially that's all they have before a big pay-per-view. It's not like we get one every month like WWE, and then niggas are scrambling to figure out what's going to happen at WrestleMania, Backlash, in your house, 24/7, intercontinental pay-per-view, premium live event.
Yeah, get it right. Get it right.
Gotta be careful.
So with AEW, it's you're in it for, and when it comes to story, you're in it for the long run. You know, they might look buffoons now, but when it comes to the pay-per-view, it always pays off because it's just a little bit more like, and to see a group of heels like Red Dragon win, and then to see Adam Cole win, you know what I'm saying? Like, Adam Cole's going to be the champion. I love Hangman Page, but he's doing absolutely nothing with the belt.
Yeah,
he's not. I want to see faith in him. Don't get me wrong, but this cowboy shit ain't doing shit.
You know what it is? And I mentioned this earlier, where it was the heels had the longest runs for championships because it was always they were outsmarting people and they wanted to see who was the next guy to beat them. But when you're a good guy and you have a long run, it's because you have a bunch of bad guys that are supposed to be unstoppable. You're always the underdog and you always pull away with it. Hangman Page is acting like he's the best guy there and no one can beat him. And people are believing it. And then you have someone like Adam Cole come in and he's not showing a threat. You know what I'm saying? It's just, we know the match. He's not showing a threat of him losing the title. Bryan Danielson showed so much of a threat that we expected him to be champion by now. It kind of hurts Hangman Page when it's like you're not the underdog in any of these matches, but that's what we gravitate to when you're supposed to be the face.
Because on a
that's
weekly we see him being the underdog.
Yes.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
And, but if you see it how where the underdogs is really the heels because they can never get a win up per se. Maybe they'll get a weekend, within the time frame from that moment of episode of Dynamite or Rampage to the next pay-per-view. What can they put in? Because not only do you have the pay-per-view event, all right, and that's pay-per-view, not premium live. Suck my dick. All right, that's pay-per-view. All right. Yeah. You also have the kickoff show.
Mm-hmm.
And that's fucking great. And it's nonstop, and it's really amazing to watch from beginning to end. It's the pay-per-views are always the payoffs of everything. Yeah. Feel good moments, yes, but you always gotta have that heel switch movement like this. Fans are gonna boo it, but they're also gonna get behind it because it's gonna be fucking immaculate.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the key. You're gonna get more matches than talking.
And that's what we need. But
I always find it crazy when they started doing backstage stuff in WWE Premium Live events. I'm like, why? This is a pay-per-view. Yeah. Why are you doing something backstage?
Yeah.
There's an audience that's here to watch it.
And when they used to do it in the WWF, it was because the match was just about to happen. Like, they stopped Roddy Piper.
Promo section.
No, yeah. Like, they stopped Roddy Piper on some, you're about to go fight Bret the Hitman Hart for the Intercontinental title. He's like, I like you, Bret. We were supposed to be friends, and then you made it personal. Now I got to go out there and whoop your ass, and I'm going to take the Intercontinental title. And he wrapped the belt around his hands like, we made it a real fight. And then he goes out there and wrestles him. I don't know why the fuck somebody that hasn't been on TV for 5 months has to say some shit about some other shit that hasn't happened.
Well, we get a recap of something we already know about.
Yeah. Remember what happened at WrestleMania 3 weeks ago? Well, here goes the video. I don't give a shit. Brock Lesnar's not on Raw anymore. Like, he's not here. I don't care what Roman did. Like, we understand Roman is the bad guy. Yes, we get it. He beats up people. Just do it every week.
Reminding us just in case we forgot. But we didn't forget 5 minutes ago. Told us 5 minutes ago, and then 2 minutes ago prior to that. Before the commercial break. Absolutely. And then that happened after somebody was coming out and they're patiently waiting in the ring for us to come back from commercial break, and we're still going to show you what happened moments ago.
Yes. I hate that
the person is still in the ring. Still,
Ricochet comes out halfway
we're
down
still
the ramp.
Doing this. We're supposed to believe we're still doing this for an additional 7 minutes. Like, that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot, folks.
You know how many times me and Kenny's like somebody's walking down the ring halfway to the ramp, they go to commercial, they come back to a segment, and then they go to the match and like, when the fuck did this guy walk out? Like, why the fuck isn't he getting an entrance? It's like, and then somebody in the chat like, he entered before the commercial. Like, oh shit, you're right. 20 minutes ago. Like, why the fuck has he been in the ring? Like, what is he doing? Is he signing autographs? Is he cutting a promo that we ain't here? Like, did he have another match? Like, is that what it was? He had a squash match before the TV match? Like, what's going on here? Like, please, someone help us. Help us.
Somebody went to Pat McAfee's fucking ring to train real quick and warm up so they can come out.
My man's doing jumping jacks. He got the crowd counting with him or something. Like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Remember, folks, the real villain, Vince McMahon.
And I'm starting to think it's us. It's the casual fans of the real villains. As much as I joke about it, you motherfuckers really do want to see Goldberg.
Yep.
Motherfuckers. All right. Well, on that note, go ahead, Gigi. No. We'll let you close.
No, we won't. What? Nah, this is for your 97 cousins. That's right. The Dudley
Oh,
Boys,
yeah.
baby. I'd rather leave on that. All
There
right,
you
fuck
go.
that. 3D.
That's it.
Get the
for you.
tables. Get the tables.
That's right. And on
Fuck
that
y'all
note,
niggas.
on that note, it's your friendly neighborhood Knucklehead signing out. Peace, everybody.